Also, listen, I want you to know, for the next week, don't call me, don't text me. There's a precinct.
Oh, f you.
There's a precinct. There's a precinct a mile away. I'll meet you there on Saturday. Let's die.
No,
Let's bang out.
After every playoff game, we're scrapping.
You can have all the money in my wallet.
No matter what.
If you beat me, if y'all win.
All right, say less.
So I got 80,000 in my pocket. You bring I bring mine, you bring yours. Let's bang out.
I hate you.
Welcome to the episode. As you guys hear, they're ready to bang out because, as you guys know, the playoffs pretty much here. Last day of the regular season was yesterday, and we got playoff seedings confirmed. Hawks versus Knicks in the first round. The TD3 Bowl is here. What's going to happen?
It's going to be the most toxic matchup ever. Whole lot of late night FaceTime calls.
What's going to lead to bigger arguments? The TD3 Bowl of your guys' favorite teams facing each other, or everybody's opinion on 2011, 2012 DeMar DeRozan? What's going to lead to more screaming at each other?
Honestly,
It's tough, right?
Honestly, DeMar clears.
DeMar
clears.
DeMar clears.
Yeah, that was a war.
You already know what's about to happen. You accepted your fate.
Oh, the
It's all
outcomes
good.
are predetermined?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you guys see by the title, though, we're here today to give you guys our 2026 NBA awards winners, all the major awards, all the All-NBA teams, all the All-Defense teams, and all the All-Rookie teams. Tell you guys what we think before we get into the news of this week. Do a little play-in preview. I guess we'll talk a little bit about the Hawks versus Knicks upcoming series. Kind of touch on that because this week's Thursday episode will be a more in-depth playoff preview. But we'll touch on it a little bit to see which one of these guys are going to kill each other.
I'm going to kill you.
Listen, man.
Just know that.
You're not walking out a clean man either. I'm getting some licks off.
That's fair. You say you might win, you might survive, but you're not going to come out whole.
And you know, that's respectable.
Yeah, you'll never be the same, but
Yeah.
you will live.
Okay.
That's all you can ask for is underdog. When your best player is Jalen Johnson, you're not really going for the win. You're just going to bloody someone up.
Listen, man.
Had y'all shook, though. Okay.
No, exactly.
Okay. That's it.
Exactly.
With that being said, cue this intro music. Let's talk about some NBA awards. We're throwing it back.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He was bragging. I outmuted
The cranium is crazy. Oh my God.
Crown eaters rejoice.
So let's jump straight into these NBA awards. Let's start with the top one. Let's start with the best player in the NBA for this calendar season. Who is your 2026 NBA MVP? We're going to reveal all of them at once. Bezos, show us the surprise of who we all picked.
All right, here we go.
Oh, Shay across the board.
Boo.
No
Clean
dissenting
sweep.
opinions.
Clean
Nah,
sweep.
man. Yeah. It's so funny because didn't we have like somewhat of a interesting argument between Jokic and Wemby? Or no, it was Wemby and Shea just a couple weeks ago. Back when he had his whole MVP buzz. Back when he gave his whole spiel and all that. But at the end of the day, like we all knew what it was.
Yeah. I think before the last couple weeks, Wemby had built himself a case where I think I argued for, if you want to pick Wemby, I understand you. I don't think you're ridiculous. It's not a stupid opinion, but I'm still going to pick Shea. Maybe Wemby can sway me over the last 2 weeks, but I think the basis for an argument for Wemby being the best player in the league this year is there, at least at a respectable level. But listen, man, we do this every year. Last month the season comes around. We've got to have some shit to talk about. Everybody gets an MVP case. This has been wrapped up for about 6 weeks.
100%. I think the Wemby stuff is like, and even in the last 2 weeks since we had that moment, I feel like I've heard a lot more of people being like, wait, don't forget about Jokic now.
Yeah.
Like Jokic's second place case is also there, so I feel like that conversation honestly is a little bit more interesting for me, just because I'm with you. I've had this decided for a long time. I just think that like for Wemby, hit like the and really it's not like a knock. Nothing is ever a knock against Wemby. It's not a knock against Jokic. It really is just the levels that Shea ascended to this year, the level of consistency, what we saw him coming off of last year's MVP race and an MVP, season. And for him to come in this year, be better, same circumstances. The Thunder, the craziest part about their 2-year run is the fact that they've had some of the worst injury luck in the entire NBA.
Doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. They've had the number 1 seed for now 3 years in a row. They're winning 60 games, 2 years in a row. Their defense is always elite, and they can just find people and put people into position. And Shea is the head of all of it. And last year was like, okay, if we can make threes, we're unbeatable. Even this year, that's still the case. But even just regular can we just find a bucket on any random possession? That's been an issue, and Shea's been able to uphold all of it. So he's hands down the MVP, and I don't. It sounds disrespectful, but it's not close for me.
I agree. Yeah, and not close makes it sound like there's not some mountainous chasm between Shea and the rest of the league in terms of how good he is or like his caliber of player for this season. But as far as what MVP means, the value that's put into team success, the value that's put into how much your team success can be attributed to you, the circumstances you're dealing with, like you said, injury luck, the level of team you rise to, not just record-wise, but how good your offense is, how good your defense is, etc. He checks truly all the boxes in a way that if it wasn't for how amazing Jokic is, that he's also one of the greatest players of all time, and Wemby's ascending to soon to be one of the greatest players of all time, this would have the makings of a unanimous MVP season. It's not going to be that because Jokic is so great, and we weren't talking about him about a month ago because he dealt with an injury, came back, had a slow-ish start post-injury, especially on the defensive end, and the defensive end, at least from a team perspective, which he's a big part of, is kind of the downfall of his MVP campaign. He doesn't really have a chance because the team just isn't good enough because of his defense and everybody else around him. But if it wasn't for how great he is and how good Wemby is, this Shea season completely would make sense as a unanimous type season. Last year, he won MVP, 32-point per game scorer, leading his team to a top-tier offense with the fact that his scoring is so incredible in the half court. He's so efficient from all levels, doesn't turn the ball over, leads high-level offenses with the ball protection, with the scoring. That earned him MVP last year. Bro, his true shooting percentage is 4% higher than last year. A 4% jump is crazy to build off of an MVP season. Like, he is better in every single way. His relative true shooting now is 8.6% higher than league average. That's the shit that Jokic does. And we talk about him as one of the most highly efficient scorers, and he's doing it at over 30 points per game. This is a truly, truly outrageous half-court score.
And I feel like when it comes to all those things, especially specifically his scoring, a lot of the times people look at that and just feel like it's easy. I think it's because he makes it look so utterly easy. And it's just like all-time stuff that we're seeing from Shea right now. Like, the efficiency is ridiculous. The type of shots that he has to take is ridiculous. Again, like, OKC's like a good shooting team. They've improved offensively, but they're still not one of like the most lethal shooting teams in the NBA. Like, Shea still has to carry a lot of fucking burden. He's still like, he still has to carry a lot of burden. J-Dub is still like not 110% himself. Yes, he has more help. Jared McCain's there, who's just another threat. Isaiah Joe got better, and all these guys all around got still better. But at the end of the day, this team like very much like lives and dies by Shea more than any other team still in his conference right now as we speak.
Yeah, and people will argue against that, right? They'll say the famous line that Bill Simmons just said last week that caused a lot of conversation online, whether you agree or disagree. He said that, I think he said use Brandon Pajemski as the name. He said replace Shea with Brandon Pajemski and this team still wins 50 games. And people, online Shea fans, are obviously like, you're so stupid. You don't understand the value that he brings, how much the offense lives and dies by him. And they're right. And obviously the haters will say, yeah, it's a great team outside of him. They win games without him. Yeah. They have an over 500 record. I think they win twice as many games they lose without him. You're probably right, 50 games. Even if we cede that premise and say, yes, they'd still win 50 games because they're that good top to bottom roster-wise, do you know how big of a difference winning 50 games and winning 65 and 68 last year and being champion caliber team is? Like, even just the simple numbers, 15 game swing is crazy.
Damn near anyone can win 50 games, bro.
That's the difference between 35 and 50.
Yeah.
If I told you a team would win 35 games to 50, you would say that's a crazy floor raiser. Now, we're desensitized to that because 50 wins sounds like it's so good. And that's because we don't quite realize just the levels that he's taking a good team to being one of the greatest teams of his generation. So even if we buy that premise, this is still a crazy floor and ceiling raising player.
I have no idea. For me, the Shea conversation, it really is the Shea conversation, the Wemby conversation. For me, both of them are on hold, and I'm ready to have the playoffs just because I think Shea's gonna win MVP. The Thunder are title favorites. We're gonna get into like some very fun and uncomfortable conversations around like Shea's ranking later down the line. The Wemby stuff, I want Wemby to, obviously, like, we're all massive fans. People are trying to say that, he's the best player in the world right now. And I just want to see that. Like, I think also for Wemby, how much does it matter to y'all that Wemby doesn't play as much as some of the other players
in terms of like minutes per game and stuff?
Does that mean anything for for y'all?
That don't mean a damn thing for me like, at all. Honestly, like it's when you're
That's
there
fair.
and you're like doing the type of stuff that he's doing, which has just never been seen before on both ends when it comes to the combination of height, skill, and all that. I don't care. It doesn't move me at all.
I don't care at all either, but I understand why people care, and I think the simple idea of playing more is more valuable. I get. I think if Wemby did play the level of minutes that Jokic plays, 35 minutes a game, like being incredible stamina there all the time, he would be unanimous MVP. Like it wouldn't be close. So the fact that we're talking about him as like a second, third place already bakes that in. If he did have that level of output and could play that, he would be clear cut MVP. So that is in our head a little bit, right? But in a general sense, to your idea of like, do minutes per game matter? I think in an era in which everybody gets hurt, and we're talking about the 65 game rule because the game is so physically taxing and the style of play kind of, in some cases like Wemby, necessitates less minutes. I think we have to become more and more understanding of minutes per game isn't the end all be all. Not everybody can be Tyrese Maxey. Not everybody can be Jokic. Strategically, it might make sense to deploy people less to get more out of them. Same thing that happened with Giannis in his MVP years. He was playing 31 minutes per game because Mike Budenholzer believed that Giannis was best deployed in short spurts of 1,000,000% energy. I think that's a strategical decision that is like has perfect merit to it. That I don't think more minutes necessarily means better, more impactful player.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just didn't know where y'all kind of fell on it because I go back and forth because on one hand I completely understand the argument, and for most of the times am kind of on the side of like, hey, this guy is playing, you know, X amount of minutes more, like that. Just being on the court is insanely valuable. But then on the other side, we talk about like efficiency all the time in terms of how people are shooting. It's like if I can do it in 29 minutes,
Exactly, yeah,
what you're doing in 36, and my on-off numbers are still what they are, my defensive impact on the game is still what it is. If I come into the game and now we're up by 15 whenever I leave and I give everybody a crazy cushion, and I'm doing that in 29 minutes, then that's also insanely impactful. And the number of minutes and the time it took for us to build up this lead shouldn't matter as much. So I understand both cases, which why I feel like for this specific season, it probably nets out as just a wash.
Yeah.
And then all the stuff that we've been saying about Shea, just it comes to light even more, and then that's why he's the MVP.
Yeah, I totally respect it as a thought process, and if that's a tiebreaker to you, I get it. I'm just personally, whether it be minutes per game or it be games played in an all NBA sense, I'm never going to default to that just because, like I said, the realities of the game and how physically taxing it is. I personally am going to prefer to default to how good I think you are and like rewarding ability and impact on a per minute basis, I guess you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
That's always going to be what I'd rather applaud than just pure availability when availability is getting more and more difficult. And you could argue that that's making it more and more impactful and more important. Again, totally understand that. But I prefer to just go award ability.
Yeah, and just a couple years ago when Steph was like in his peak of his powers, I remember like he was so good. He didn't fucking need to necessarily play fourth quarters at all. So his minutes per game were like heavily skewed. But that's that goes back to a lot of credit from the team. And I think that's, of course, like the weaker side of the MVP argument, but it is a very important side of the MVP argument. That team is just so well built over the course of the year. So I give
San
more
Antonio?
kudos. Yeah, San Antonio. So I give more kudos to them about that than flack to Wemby. To have that level of impact still when it comes to all the numbers in that rating and the plus minus numbers while being not limited to a sense, but not fully like unloaded. It's crazy.
So if we did a full ballot, who would be second place for y'all? Jokic or Wemby?
I think Wemby.
Or Jaylen Brown?
Hush that, man.
Listen, man.
Please,
Come
man.
on.
Listen, today's the day for combos, so we'll see how that goes.
Please,
I
man.
would have Shea, Wemby, Jokic as my top.
I
three.
agree. And yeah, I agree. But I understand Jokic number 2. I don't have a strong opinion on Jokic versus Wemby.
Yeah, I would definitely put Jokic number 3, but that's just only because the season has just been so like it's not a lost season at all. Obviously, they won 50 games, third seed still, but there's just so much that went through that happened that they didn't necessarily like overcome when it comes to the defense and all that. So
Yeah, I think his defensive weaknesses have shined a little more than usual this season. And maybe it's because the roster around him and injuries and whatnot. Not like he's different of a player. But I think they've overcome that part of his game a little bit less than they have in previous years.
Yeah.
But just marginally, he's obviously still an MVP caliber player. But like you said, MVP was the easiest one. That's why we did it first. It's been written in the stars for about a month now. No debate here. Shea goes back to back. What's the next award, Vsauce?
Next award is Rookie of the Year.
Oh, we have dissension. This was another one that to me is a perfect coin toss. This is really the only award that I struggled with. Going back and forth for all of last night between Con Knibble and Cooper Flag. I really netted out at that I don't have an opinion really. That I'm kind of happy with either of them winning. I put Colin Knippel just to not let myself be completely swayed by March basketball. But I think Colin Knippel fans have done a little too much in acting like Cooper Flag's case is all March basketball. Like it was all solidified beforehand.
Yeah.
It only felt solidified because Cooper Flag had gotten hurt. And that was in our memory, was that he's been missing games. It was 50-50 before he got hurt. And now he ended up playing 69 games. That's close enough to me that I perfectly understand going Cooper Flag.
Dude, Cooper Flag's been putting up like the craziest numbers. I think seeing his like growth in ascension from day one of the NBA season to now, he looks like a completely different player. The numbers are crazy. Recently, he's been putting up like 50 points, 35, 40. Numbers are crazy. He's the main creator. He has go-to moves now, things that he wasn't doing at Duke. He's doing now at the league at one of the higher levels. Again, similar to you, I don't give a damn if you pick Khan either as well, because he's literally historic in his own right. He made the most threes in the entire league day one. He's playing alongside LaMelo Ball, of course, in a high octane offense, but still, nonetheless, like that's fine to be a floor raiser for Charlotte, who just won 19 games last year, and now they won like 43, 44 games this year. That's completely impressive. Now he may not be the focal point of that. All the other guys being healthy helps as well, but I can understand. I can understand going that side too. But I think Cooper Flag and what he's been doing just embodies a hint more what a rookie of the year should be.
That's my question. What do we think a rookie of the year should be? Because we never see we never see races like this, because we hardly ever see rookies this impactful on teams that are going to be in the playoffs like Khan. So it usually defaults to the best player who's doing a lot because he's on a bad team, has put up numbers, and he's clearly going to be a star and is like the best of that ilk, right? Because most rookies, the best rookies go to bad teams, and most of them are just in that environment where they're having to shoulder a big load, right? We don't ever see a player be an outright impactful, great offensive player on a good team, having a historic half-court offense from day one, and being a caliber of player that they were drafted top 5. Those type of guys, if they're going to be part of good teams, are usually like obviously back half of the first round teams because they went to good teams. So this mix of top tier talent in Colin plus being on a good team is rare, which is why I went to him, because it's just like you matter this season. You're leading a team, in my opinion, the best offensive player on a team that has a truly historic half-court offense. That matters to me. But there's no precedent for winning games mattering in Rookie of the Year. Wemby beat Chet when Chet was on the fucking... Was he 1 seed that year? Yeah, they ended in 1 seed because tiebreakers.
1 seed, yeah.
And Wemby had like a 19-win team. So there's no precedent for simply being on the better team mattering. Yeah. But I do still feel that way. So I look inward and I say, I don't really know what the Rookie of the Year should be.
You're not wrong. And I think I disagree with what you said, though, because you were saying that like you don't care really like who gets to vote. Now we're standing on something. Khan should be the Rookie of the Year.
Really? I feel that strongly.
I actually do feel pretty strongly about it.
Okay.
Because I think in previous years, people being on better teams and those rookies have normally had kind of like worse numbers by a pretty decent margin.
Yeah.
And so you use the argument of, where they're actually playing games that matter as something to kind of just prop it up against somebody who you clearly know is the better player. And why I believe that Cooper Flag is going to be the better player. Rookie of the Year this specific season, I think the fact that Khan has played those games and is an integral part into it, and those games actually mean something. They're in the playoff race right now, going to be in the play-in. I think that what Khan has done, and we've been past this point for a long time. First 2-3 months, you look at what Khan's doing, it's like, oh wow, he was the 5th pick in the draft, but like what he's doing, it's nice for a rookie. It's nice for that. He's leading the league in threes. It's no longer just nice for a rookie. It's nice all time. It's nice league wide in a league with all these top stars. Khan is the one that at the end of the year, his name is going to be at the top of it. And so I think for him to have that level of success and have that success as consistent as it's been throughout the year, I respect so much what Cooper Flag has done. And I agree that he will be, I think that he will end up being a better player than Khan. But this specific season, I think Khan got it.
See, I think for me to poke a hole in that and to talk about nuance or whatever,
yeah, poke a hole in that,
is that I see what Khan's doing, and it's not easy by any right at all. But the situation for him is much easier to go ahead and actually be more efficient, more productive in certain ways compared to Mo. Compared to
You read your name.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Mo's in the mud.
I never did that. Compared to Cooper Flag, where they were literally running him at point guard to start the year, bruh. Running him alongside Andrew Nembhard, D'Angelo Russell. You know, AD was there for a couple of seconds too. Like that shit was actually disgusting.
Ooh, D'Lo's a name of a bum that you have to play with now.
D'Lo's not in the league anymore right now, bruh. So it's like I understand that, but seeing the levels that he ascended to being a legitimate, like I think he's a top 30 player right now. That's not crazy. But you could say similar things to Khan.
Even with Khan, it's not like the Hornet stuff has been like they turned it around. They were trash for the first half of the year. Like
they started 4-14.
That's what I'm saying. A big part of their story is the fact that they were in this very dark place and they've been able to get it together. And so obviously it's a collection of everybody and like this and what Charles Lee has been doing. Like that's
an argument for Khan. Because I would hear what you just said and say, correct, they were trash, right? Khan was on those teams. We're doing a lot for the 9 seed. Or what did they finish with in the play-in?
Yeah, they're trash also because Brandon Miller was unhealthy to start out the year too. He went out again with the shoulder shit as well. So again, that just goes to show like his team was trash. I mean, not his team was trash, but Brandon Miller wasn't there. So of course you're gonna be worse.
Yeah, like record wise, they were trash. But all I'm saying is like even whenever the team wasn't winning games even early on, we still very much like coming out the gate. Especially after like the first like 3 to 5 games where like VJ Edgecombe was the star of everything, then we start looking around and it's like, oh wow, Khan's getting 20 tonight. Khan's getting 27, and his shooting and his scoring really started to show on from a very, very early part of the season. And so I think that him being able to have a driving force where when we had our rankings in December and we were talking about like LaMelo or Khan, at that point we were already saying, is Khan the best player on this team?
True.
When we do a month ago, the best offensive players in the league, hands down.
Khan was there.
We're already talking about Khan as like a top 30, top 25.
You mentioned those rankings. None of us consider putting Khan in our top 40 players in the NBA this season. Mm-hmm. We do that on Christmas every year. I think one of you put Cooper Flag at 40. I said I would have had him at 41 right after the cutoff.
I thought about it.
We didn't think about that with Khan, and that was in December. And Cooper Flag is much better now than he was in December. Mm-hmm. When he was fresh off the stupid ass point guard experiment that got Nico fired and all that crazy era. That again, it really comes back to what do we want a rookie of the year to mean? Because I think for everything you're saying, I agree that Khan is a highly impactful offensive player, is already there. I think Cooper Flag's defense nets him out to being just as good, if not better, despite the efficiency difference. And the efficiency difference for the season is fucking large. Like Khan rounding up to 64% true shooting for the season as a rookie is crazy. He's not just a good shooter, not just a good rookie. He is a high-level offensive player already.
Yeah.
So is Cooper Flag in the second half of the year. And we all understand the contextual understanding of what goes through a rookie season. We understand that first half. I think we can easily all look at Cooper Flag and say his season-long stats are one thing, but we know he's currently a better player and has been for a large chunk of the season, that he's a star. Like, would you be shocked if he's an all-star next year at the level he's playing right now?
Listen,
brother, he's averaging 21, 6, and 5.
He's all NBA.
No.
Exactly. And I think he's already kind of playing at that level. It's not just a like projection thing. Mm-hmm. So again, I picked Khan end of the day, but you said it's not close, and I got to argue for Khan because I'm not going to argue for Cooper Flag. Yeah, I think it is crazy close. Cooper Flag is meaningfully better, I think.
That's okay. Not close. 2 things. One, said it because I need to get the juices flowing. I
get himself hype him up.
Yeah. It obviously like so it is close, but I'll say I'm not going to lose any sleep over this. I feel very comfortable and very confident in my Khan pick.
Flag's a betting favorite right now. And I think it truly is 50-50. I think the sportsbooks don't know. If he does win, will you feel like Khan was robbed?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
I can't get there.
Robbed is a very harsh word, but I don't
think either of these could be robbed.
I agree. I do think Khan should get it, but I really won't feel. This is one of the rare times in an award race where the team I'm rooting against wins. Yeah. Like a player I'm rooting against in an award sense. I won't lose sleep at all. Like I won't feel like anybody was wronged.
I think just going based off of what we've seen from the previous years, last year was a complete shitter. Shout out to Stephon Castle. He was great. But outside of that, like usually I'm going based off of what
What a stray.
people what people usually try to give what people give credit to, and it's guys who put up enormous numbers. Guys like Cooper Flag, he's like the leader in rookies and points. He's also top 3 or 4 in assists. He's like number 4 in rebounds. He's like top tier. He's top 5 in across all categories, actually, now I think about it, including blocks as well. He embodies like what a rookie of the year these days should be.
See, that's the part at the end. You said should be. Is that what it should be, or is that what it usually is? Because we don't have a con in a lot of these. And no, the hard part is, if the Hornets were as good as they were in the second half of the whole season, we were talking about a 4 seed, it wouldn't be that hard. Con would clearly get it. They are the fucking 9 seed. So we're doing a lot of like, we know contextually why they started slow. They had the injuries. Yeah, they got better. They figured it out. So there's no Hornet slander. I put them number 7 in our power rankings, right?
Yeah.
They are a great team today. If they had been a great team all year, this would be a different conversation. They are just the 9 seed, so we can't give him too much winning luck. Winning bias. But there is some, considering Cooper Flag's on a tanking team. There is a difference even from tanking team to play-in team. So, again, that was my deciding factor ultimately. But just going off that, like, it's not like they're the 4 seed, you know?
Yes, but also I think like with it's that conversation goes a little bit for the both of them, where in the second half of the year, right, and obviously like Cooper had really, really good games even early on, and like you said, we were thinking about putting him in top 40 in December. But these moments of like, oh wow, he's really putting it together, more towards the second half of the year, right? March basketball, kind of the same thing for Colin, where a lot of the games were like, oh, these games mean something, are now that the team has turned it around and is starting to get into playoff position, and they've basically been in playoff mode since January. And listen, I'm sorry, when the guy's shooting like Steph Curry, when he's taking 8 threes a game and shooting 43% from the 3-point line, that's crazy. When he's literally leading the league in threes, when the most important skill that you can have in the league, regardless of position, outside of like the top 3 or 5 guys, is, are you able to be on the floor as a spacer? Can you shoot? Can you do all these things? His creation that he does for himself is really good. The shooting that he does, whether if it's off the dribble, off the catch, his ability also to be, obviously, like, LaMelo is the main playmaker of that team, but LaMelo's not Luka. He's not Cade. He's not absolutely holding up this offense. And even Cade, Dennis Jenkins is out here, but like, it's not, LaMelo's not carrying that offense to that specific level. And so I do think that Khan has a lot
counter
of
argument. We thought it was extremely close in January. Cooper Flag gets hurt. We all kind of, oh, well, he's missing significant time. I guess Khan's a rookie of the year. He's running away with it. No end in sight. We etch in our mind he's rookie of the year, right? That makes us think that it's always been that. It makes people treat it like Khan was like the shoe-in. Tim Bontemps did his poll, and Khan ran away with it. I think that was the beginning of March. He did that voter poll. Mm-hmm. So now the Khan fans will say, you thought it was a blowout then March basketball happened and Cooper Flag came back. And now all of a sudden it's different in the most irrelevant part of the season. That's the basis Khan Knipple fans online are arguing about it. And I think that's a very faulty basis. Because like I said, before Cooper Flag got hurt, it was 50-50. Actually, it was trending Cooper Flag, I think, before Cooper Flag got hurt, right? Then he comes back. Cooper Flag has had his best stretch of the season. Khan has had his worst stretch of the season. The last 15 games since March started, 54% true shooting, 65 before that. Meaningful slump come March time. I don't think it's crazy to say all the games matter, especially for Rookie of the Year race, where whether or not we believe in March and April hoops is one thing for like contending teams and whether or not we should believe in them going into the playoffs. As far as a rookie season goes, it's a significant part of your year. Every game matters. I'm not going to care too much about level of competition when you're a fucking rookie. So it's close. One guy comes back and then he's trending the right direction. You're trending the wrong direction. Yeah. It's really not crazy to say that Cooper Flag won it in the end when Khan played so far below his level for a month and a half.
Yeah. At the end of the day, just to keep it simple, like, shout out to Khan, but you don't dribble better than him. You don't rebound better than him. You don't block shots better than him.
Oh, wow.
You don't go ahead and pass better than him at all. The only thing you got over him is shooting.
Hey,
I get it, and I understand it. That's the most important thing.
The only thing you have over him is shooting.
That's great.
He's literally having one of the best shooting seasons in NBA history.
He is one of the best shooters of all time. It's crazy.
Like, okay.
Facts. I agree. Do you know how good you have to be for Cooper Flag to even be in these type of conversations? That's ridiculous.
We've made these comps so many times, but it's like you're looking at a guy and saying you don't do X, Y, and Z better than him, and the other guy's like, bro, I'm literally Klay Thompson.
Yeah, and I do agree that I also I don't know how I feel about the premise of just because Cooper Flag's life is harder as a one option that automatically makes him have more merit. We do a lot. I've talked about it for years of giving so much praise to guys just because they're the first option, not because they're an amazing first option, but just because off the merit of they have to have a first option role that makes them automatically better than one of the best second, third, whatever off ball options. And that's a very faulty premise.
Yeah.
Now, again, for rookie of the year, I don't know what to do with that. If that's like,
it's rookie of the year, so it doesn't really matter yet.
I know what to do with that when I'm ranking players. I know what to do with that when I'm talking about the merit of your MVP case or your All NBA case, where Paolo Banchero is the first option. Don't give a fuck because he's bad at it compared to somebody who is an amazing second option, right? I know how to parse that in my mind. That doesn't make Paolo Banchero more valuable to me than J-Dub or whatever. For rookie of the year, I don't know what to do with difficulty because it's such a different conversation.
I think the only reason you're having trouble is because in years past, like winning hasn't mattered.
Exactly.
It truly has been a stats thing. I do think even with the MVP conversation, like when stats are so great on both sides, then we get to nitpicking and that's when winning matters.
Yeah. And that's kind of what it is now, right? They both have amazing stats. Cooper Flag has like 1 point per 75 possessions more than Khan. Much better defensive playmaking stats. Khan is a million times more efficient. So I do think the numbers are close enough that winning can be the deciding factor. But do we want to make winning a precedent in rookie of the year when 9 times out of 10 players aren't going to be winning because they're rookies?
But also too
for this specific one, I think this is the one that breaks precedent. You mentioned earlier the Wemby Chet race. Also Chet's never not been the number 1 seed like in his life. And so
shout out that fact.
Yeah. And so that was crazy. But like even there was a quick moment in that year where it was like, okay, Chet's out here playing all, he's playing winning basketball, he's doing all this stuff. Took that team from the 13th, I think they were 13th in defense the year prior, to now we have a top 10 defense. Now we have the best defense in the world. Chet legitimately mattered on that team and helped propel them to the number 1 seed. And we looked over at a team that had 19 wins and was like, yeah, but that guy's better. I think most of the time people will default to, yeah, that player's better. I think in this specific case, even though that we know or that we think that Cooper is gonna be better,
It's close enough.
I think it's close enough
I agree.
to where it's
That's
like
fair.
at this point, it's like Khan has done all of this work to get here. He has the winning stuff. The offense has been better. That's why I would go with.
I agree. I think it would be like if Chet had almost identical numbers to Wemby and was in fact better in some ways. Let's say Wemby was a very inefficient scorer and Chet was an amazing scorer for that year. It was close enough in many ways. And then we'd say that it's rare for a rookie to be on this impactful of a team. So when it's close enough, we'll give it a nod to the guy that's an outlier. Because most years we won't have these convos because there won't be a rookie this good on this good of a team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think the best way to solve this, people don't like it, but fuck it, bro. Both of y'all get a trophy. Co-rookie of the year.
Not best way to solve it, roll the ball out.
That's facts.
You don't want that though.
That would be spooky.
You don't want that.
That'd be real spooky.
In
I
what
don't know.
way?
In
one-on-one with 6'9" Cooper Flag?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Flag's pretty well equipped to
Come on
defend
now.
Khan.
Come on now.
I mean, he's not locking him up.
I think he.
I don't think he's locked.
I don't want to use that phrasing because I don't know what lockup means in this instance. I think he would win handily.
If they play to 11,
Yeah, what's the score, Isaac?
what's the score?
It's probably like
This is also the best tiebreaker. It's
I don't know how to
it's the
visualize.
most marks,
I think it's
the most
probably like
fan
8
fiction of
to
all time.
11. It depends on is it unlimited dribbles? Because that'll help someone like Cooper or someone like Khan.
3
like this.
dribbles.
Yeah,
3
3
dribbles?
dribbles.
Ooh, yeah.
Compy
I still
ones.
think it's Cooper.
6'11".
Yeah. Ooh, I'll go like 8'11 almost.
I don't know what's Khan's going to get off 1-on-1 against Cooper in that sense.
Cooper just takes up so much space, so it's hard for.
I don't think Khan's going to get many stops on Cooper Flag in that
he can't.
scenario.
He can't.
Listen, you give Khan the ball first. Coop's not seen it again. I'll let you know that right now.
Swish.
All right, that's the Rookie of the Year race. Incredibly close. The best awards race of this season by far. Slight edge to Con Knipple. But again, I'm not mad if Cooper Flag wins. What's up next, Bezos?
Next up, DPOI.
Womp, womp, womp. Unanimous, no conversation. Wemby is hopefully unanimous MVP, unanimous DPOI for the first time ever.
Yeah.
There is no debate, no conversation here. I say womp womp because sorry, that's the end of this segment. Wemby is the best defender of his generation, and this will be the first trophy he gets.
Yeah. Never seen no shit like him before. This shit is crazy.
You might have to go down to 3rd place on the ballot to find non-unanimous because even second place, Chet.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I put
I don't know if
Chet
it's gonna be
number-
unanimous.
I
Some
put
people
Chet
hate on
number
Chet
two.
regardless.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be hated on forever. But
Unanimous too. What a guy.
yeah, I think every ballot should have Wemby, Chet, whoever the fuck you want at 3. Asar, Bam, Derek White, Scotty, whatever at 3. Wemby and Chet got to be up top.
Okay.
All right. Next award.
Most
MIP.
improved player. Wow, no dissension. We
Wow.
all have Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I had Jalen Duren for the entirety of the season. Last night, I changed my mind off of vibes.
Man.
I had Duren basically up until 5 seconds before I sent
The same.
Really?
Last second, I switched it.
Yeah,
Why'd you guys switch?
because I think for me,
I can
like,
tell you why exactly. Actually.
Listen, man, you
go ahead.
You know why I
Go ahead.
switched?
why?
I was on TikTok and I saw a clip from Young Man to 3 where Nikhil Alexander-Walker was talking about his journey
Yeah.
and talking about how he went to the Utah Jazz after being traded from the Pelicans. And he said, yo, I think I'm a statistic. I think I'm about to be out the league. This is getting crazy. I'm running out of options. I'm my
Yeah.
3rd team in 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy. I got to get it together. And then I looked at those numbers and I said, damn, he got it together.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go towards the side of everybody that wants to reinvent what most improved player is, get it back to his roots of rewarding guys who weren't supposed to be here, who made a name for themselves. Jalen Duren. I also kind of feel that way, that he was pretty bad 2 years ago. He was a terrible defender, and now he's an all-star, all-NBA level player. So in my mind, that's a more important leap. But the TikTok clip got to me. Him telling his own story got to me. I said, you know what? He almost was a statistic. Let me give it to Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
And this is why people,
I wonder how many voters, like real voters, think like that though. They saw an edit and then it swayed their vote.
And I'm joking about that being the only thing, but like it
Yeah.
did make me think, like, you know what? If I'm treating this like what I expected from you, this is a mountainous chasm of difference in terms of where your career has gone. And maybe it's not fair to count like the whole arc of his career,
Yeah.
but I'm only human. And even going to this year, I thought he was good role player. Didn't expect him to be at the point where he's so impactful that you can trade Trae Young and get better to this degree, and your offense isn't even worse because he's taking more of a role for himself and doing all these things. It's the most improved in terms of what I expected from you. Before this season, we did our breakout players list. I put Jalen Duren on there. So I already expected Jalen Duren to get better this year. He's on track. And again, to me, I do still think it's very reasonable to pick Jalen Duren because whether or not you see a leap coming, to do a leap is still difficult. There's many young players that we see a leap coming for and they just stay shitty. So I kind of do feel like Jalen Duren still deserves it in my heart, but you can't really hate on the Nikhil Alexander-Walker case.
I always hated like giving young players, guys who are in year 2, 3, or maybe 4 of their career MIP.
Where's that
That's
line
never,
in? 2, 3, maybe 4. 4 is pretty deep in your career.
Bro, 4 is kind of crazy because it's like, bro, you should be this good. You should be expected to get better within the first 4 years of your career. Now, if it's like you're in year 6 or 7, you've been a disappointment or whatever, something to the similar light of like Victor Oladipo, and he just surges out of nowhere. Okay, I get it. That's a different conversation. I think like that's the line. When you're like 6 in your career, then it's like, okay, like I think you can get that off.
I don't know why. I just explained why I'm going to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Hearing you explain it, now I want to switch because I hate. I
always hated it. I always hated it. It's not fair.
Why
'Cause
do
you're
we
like,
make
you're
it
a
so-
lottery pick. You should be that.
Why? Why do we make
It's
it such
a
a Disney
given.
ass award? Like, why does it have to be that? Why does it have to be such a feel good story?
History tells me that that's what it is. That's why I'm sticking to the side of history.
History says a lot of things about awards from back in the day when award voters were dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
History says a lot of things. And I do think it's fine to award players that were high draft picks. Like Jalen Duren wasn't the number one. He's not Jaw. Like I understand not liking the Jaw thing. Jalen Duren's not that. I
He
don't
was a
think-
lottery pick still.
Isn't Nikhil Alexander-Walker a lottery pick? But back half?
No, he was not.
Where was
a
he picked?
lottery
15th or
pick.
something?
He was like mid to late first round pick.
Where was he
not
picked?
a
I don't
lottery
remember now.
pick. I don't
Nevertheless, if
remember
we're saying
where it was.
lottery
Either-
picks
He was a
can't win,
lottery
like
pick.
we're doing a lot of like.
They can win, obviously. They can win, but I think clearly when Darren entered the league, like everyone knew and felt like this guy could be good.
You think that?
But obviously, like he was, the conversation was kind of nasty around him. Like what, a year and a half or 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
It
he
was
was a dog
disgusting.
shit defender. Like he was legitimately disappointing in many ways defensively.
Mhm.
And, like he overcame that a lot. Like I do think he's a very worthy case. And I just wonder where the line is if we're saying like any promising player to go in the top 14 picks gets dinged against him. I don't think Jalen Duren was a like tier 1 prospect that we had to say we knew he'd be a star.
I'm not. I agree with you basically up until like the top 5, maybe 6.
Okay.
I'm not really giving a top 3 pick like most improved. Like you 100%. We kind of already in our minds knew that you had this talent, you were kind of on this like linear progression. Fine, whatever. I'm not doing that. That's why like even the Jair, I wasn't a massive fan of that.
He wasn't. He gave that shit away to Desmond Bain.
I wasn't really like that. I think for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, like a lot of times and historically, the award has gone to people as like, oh, your points per game went up by 6 points. Here, you got it. For him to be able to increase his scoring like that and not drop off defensively and not become a cone just for the sake of averaging a whole bunch of points the next year, that meant a lot. And I think that legitimately, if you can make a leap like that, I think that's so hard because so many times you see guys go up 3 points a year and they're like, man, I'm out here, I'm a bucket now. for him to become important at his job now and to still be a very, very good two-way player, I think that specific skill set and that specific archetype is very, very hard to achieve. And that's why I gave it to him.
The part you said became important is why I picked him in today, just because he wasn't expected to be this and facilitated the ability for them to make such a change in their like roster construction. Then that's why I went to him.
It's a franchise-changing leap.
Yeah, like it was very important. It only worked the Trae Young pivot because he was willing and able to take a step forward, and they believed in him to do so. That's why they got him, right?
Yeah.
That's why I went with him. The scoring leap plus staying good at defense and in fact improving. The scoring leap's like identical to Jalen Duren's. He also went from like 11 to 19 points. So the on the court, like actual tangible, how much more impactful you are conversation, I feel like leans Duren, but I guess I'm just like allowing myself to go toward everybody else wants the award to go and add the like storyline element to it. And the storyline element makes it Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Do you think?
Hold on. He went from 9 points to basically 21 points.
He had a 9 last year?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Never mind then. I saw 11 last year.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's ridiculous.
That's
I think
11 point difference.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
And Jalen Duren was like 8, I think. I think he went to 11 from 19.
Yeah.
To see that.
So you have that and the defensive side of it where the way I'm looking at it, and it's probably a little bit flawed, but it's like you didn't take a drop off. I'm taking you staying the same as still a little bit of a boost in terms of argument. That's crazy hard.
It is. And this is the most efficient scoring year of his career. He damn near shot 40% from the 3-point line. Highest, and he's taken like obviously volume is astronomical. He's been getting to the line a little bit more. He's been shooting 90% from the line. If you look at his actual game on tape compared to him last year on the Timberwolves, like a lot of Timberwolves fans, I remember there was this one post on Reddit that happened like 7 or 8 months ago, whatever. Some T-Wolves fans was like, yo, you guys be careful for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. This guy thinks he's Kobe sometimes and he hijacks the offense. He thinks that, and he 100% damn near is that this year for his standards, but his actual counters and his actual like ability to just hit shots more often, hit his wide open threes more often with consistency is wildly important and impactful. If the Minnesota Timberwolves knew that this is like the version of Nickeil Alexander-Walker that they were going to get next year. Obviously, I don't think he would be that because of the situation and the expectations and shit. But if they knew that, they would ship Naz Reid off to fucking Mars, bro. He would change their fucking life.
I love that I keep finding myself picking a person and immediately having to argue against it because I don't feel confident at all. This is Rookie of the Year. Because everything you're saying, I agree. But then I'm like, man, Jalen Duren is hitting between the legs, mid-range tweens. Like I never expected that.
Before I go Duren, I agree with you. But before I go Duren, it's almost like damn near neck and neck for number 2 between him and Ryan Rollins. Just because it's like, yo, no one knew who you were last year for real. Yeah. People knew, but no one really expected anything from you at all.
Bro, Jalen Duren's gonna be all NBA. I do think that like the year we'll use Jaws example. He got that one because the consensus like new educated opinion on most improved amongst voters was that it's more important and a harder leap to go from good player to all-star, and there's more value there. So that's the most improved as far as the most difficult type of leap and most important type of leap for a team. And I do think that's true. So I do think that the level Jalen Duren reached, who's a better player than Nickeil Alexander-Walker, like that's a harder, more important leap, I think. And I feel like we wrote that off because we missed the days of seeing the guys who weren't supposed to be here make that win for like the emotional side, which I think is valid, like obviously as my placement says. I do think that the nerds aren't wrong about that. That like it is hard to become an all-NBA level player, you know?
It's not fun that way.
Sure. I guess.
That,
I think Jalen Duren's pretty fun though. I think it's a fun leap.
Yes, but that's why, like...
Is he a victim of John Morant winning?
Yes.
Jalen Duren died for John Morant's sins?
Yeah,
That's
I just-
crazy.
It's
We're like 4 years removed. Get over it.
I can't.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't. I can't.
And apparently
get
neither can I.
over
So
it.
I'm throwing with stones from glass houses. I get it.
I don't know why, but one of the only things that make me
Go
just
make
like,
the All NBA team. Like that's your prize for being
Yeah.
improved. Go make that team. That is the category that you are in.
That's your award.
I'm tired of these lottery picks coming in, taking in all the awards from everybody. You gotta get Rookie of the Year, Most Improved. Like you, at like the literal ideal path for somebody is to get Rookie of the Year year 1, they have a down year 2, jump back in year 3, get Most Improved,
Yeah.
and now you get All Star and All NBA and MVP, and you have that sort of like pipeline. I don't want to see that. And now I'm with you. Jalen Duren was my pick for basically all of 5 seconds before I submitted my pick.
90% of his day last year.
90% of my day was saying that Jalen Duren did it. But the scoring leap.
He couldn't have been that tired then.
Huh?
He couldn't have been that tired then if 99% of your day you had Jalen Duren.
You know what? So did I.
I'm saying.
I'm like, why did I do this? I'm like,
But listen, it hit like a brick wall. Like I just,
Yeah.
I was
he
like,
didn't want to say. He saw the clip too.
I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna put Jalen Duren on.
You remember your morals. I like it, man.
Yeah.
I just like, you know what I always struggle with this? I think if I had a vote, I would be in a different mindset. I'd probably pick Jalen Duren because I'd be like, I gotta do what I think is right. But as far as like this, where it doesn't matter, I'm like, I guess I gotta decide if I treat the award how everybody else wants to treat it or how I want to treat it. And who am I to go against the consensus to that degree? I guess I'll meet y'all where you stand. And this award really means improvement we didn't see coming. And if that's what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. I'll rock with you guys and pick my best version of that. But I would probably lean towards the nerds who want to applaud like star leaps.
I feel like now, since you don't have a vote, should be the ultimate time for you to be like, I'm gonna do what I think is right.
Nah, I'd care way more if I had a vote. Then I'd be like, I'll stand alone. I'll stand 10 toes. I'm gonna do what I think is right. I don't care. It matters. This, whatever.
We
Kid,
matter.
man.
Oh no, I'll meet you where you guys live. I know you guys want to do the emotional side of the award, and if that's what we're all gonna do, I'll join the crowd.
Nah,
I think if the
man.
Hawks-
you gotta start standing.
Nah.
You gotta start standing for something.
No, I picked my best version of that. I didn't just pick because everybody else is going to. If there was another heartthrob type of vote, then I would pick him that I like more. But
Shit, I'm gonna say what I really feel. Shout out Ryan Rollins, man.
okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I would appreciate it
Yeah.
if
Giving
you-
the Bucks any type of
if you
award is
actually
crazy.
felt that way. Shout out to you.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Not
I know
really.
you don't.
Not really. Not really.
I can't give the Bucks a single nod in anything this year.
I can't let them steal away Ryan Rollins' shine.
No, I
shouldn't
can.
be-
I can't.
You can,
I can't.
I,
Watch
usually, I did.
bro. He
that
was
that team is a disgusting
bro.
mess.
Ryan Rollins is stealing shampoo from Target, bro. And now he's averaging like 18 points per game.
Here's
in
my
the
thing.
NBA.
See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Like,
What
if you
is this
really want
Make-A-Wish
to talk
award?
about stories,
Wait,
hey,
is that
man.
a real story?
Yes, he got
Yes.
cut by the Warriors because he did petty shoplifting.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So now we got to give him an award because he made some bad decisions in the past. This
Hey, man.
Make-A-Wish ass award. Give it to Jalen Duren. He's the best player.
Listen, low key,
That's funny.
that is kind of most improved.
Ryan Rollins, yeah, shit, man.
You've improved
Your
on the
character.
court.
Yeah.
You've
You
improved your character. You've improved your mindset and your mentals. Like that's a big jump. All right.
He's a fantastic player. I
Nikhil
hope-
Alexander Walker, Ryan Rollins, and then Jalen Duren.
All right, fuck it. Make-A-Wish award.
Let's do
Or
it.
this is the Disney award.
Yeah.
Who else can we get in there? Who else had a Disney Channel rise?
Disney Channel rise.
We look up some NBA teams.
It's tough, man. you kind of have to do it. There has to be one award that we can.
Namia's Kate at number 3.
Hell no.
Got it out the mud. Since apparently that's all we care about.
He went from averaging like 2 points last year to 9.
All we care about
Nice.
is where you started, not where you ended. So Namia's Kate is third on my ballot.
Hell no.
That was a little one.
no, shout out to Nikhil Alexander Walker. I did pick him in the day. So he is still amazing. It's close enough to Jalen Duren. I did still pick him.
You have to. It's a must.
It's a must.
It's a must. Yeah.
Nah.
But shout out to you. You guys are gonna get.
You know what
an
the
award.
main crux of my argument is? I
Mhm.
truly never in my heart at all believe that Jalen Duren make an all NBA team 2 years ago. Like I did not see, at least this fast, like I did not see 2 years from now he'd be an all NBA player.
Mm.
And that's the part for me that I don't have the feeling in my mind of like he's too good of a prospect. 2 years ago, and even the start of last year, there was zero part of me that predicted in 2026 he'd be an all
What pick
NBA
was
player.
Duren?
7, I think. Something like that.
7. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
yeah,
Back half of
something
top
like
10,
that.
something like
yeah.
that. And a good pick. Like, he was the youngest player in the draft. Like, it made sense he was raw 2 years ago. Maybe again, it's because he was so young and took him a while relative to his peers who were a little bit older. So it's not surprising looking back. But again, 2 years ago, that man could not move his feet on defense.
He was
at
picked
all.
13 actually.
He was picked 13.
Yeah,
Jalen Duren, this is your award. I'm changing my
fuck
vote.
that.
Yeah, honestly.
I thought he was 7. I don't remember. My memory is so bad.
Yeah, he was picked 13. Shaden Sharp was 7 that year.
Why did I think 7? That's so
Hey,
different.
man.
My memory is terrible.
Yeah, I think you may have thought because that was the year that Ivy was selected at 5.
Jalen
so.
Duren, yeah, nobody, because even lottery picks, shout out to y'all. Nobody ever thinks that like that late lottery picks.
That's
are
a
gonna end
4
up
pick
being,
difference. Nikhil Alexander Walker was 17.
Oh, wait, that's
Are y'all flipping the
that's-
picks
that's
or
it.
not?
Yes,
That's-
I'm flipping
stay
this
on
on
that's
Jalen
it.
Duren's
Fuck
award.
no.
I'm staying.
Sorry,
I'm
it's
staying
too late.
Nikhil Alexander
flip.
Walker, but
So Isaac's flipping.
yeah,
Flipping like shit.
Okay.
but it's not crazy though.
Dude, that's crazy. I was so like I've every time I've thought about Jalen Duren in the past 2 years, I've thought number 7 pick in my mind for some reason.
That's funny.
I don't know how the fuck I got there. My memory is trash.
Mandela effect.
That's crazy. That's so different from 13.
All right. Next award. Coach of the Year.
I'm alone.
I don't blame you.
Wow.
I don't blame you.
I
I
have-
wanted to go that way so bad.
You
This
better
was-
not flip this time, man.
tough.
This was another one where
Yeah.
I was going back and forth.
Same.
I kept deleting each of their names and kept putting the other one.
For audio listeners, I have Mr. Joe Mazzulla. Everybody else in this panel has JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah, I what really swayed me away from Missoula to Bickerstaff, I think these last couple games that they had without Cade
Yeah.
Fair?
really was like that meant a lot for me in how I view the Pistons and in how I view JB Bickerstaff of like you can build something, you can have this team to where even whenever you are losing this player that if you played 65 games is going to be first team all NBA, is going to have all these things, is carrying your team like that. And the way in which your team operates, the culture that you have built there and what you guys have done is able to sustain that, and you are able to hold off the Boston Celtics and the team that everybody's like, oh yeah, without Cade, you guys can't get buckets, you guys can't win games, you guys can't do this, can't do that, and they're still able to go out and thrive on a night-to-night basis. And it's a large part in because of the culture that JB Bickerstaff has set. The non-Cade games really swayed it for me.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, it brings to light the strength of their foundation
Yeah.
outside of outside of Cade. Joe Mazzulla got Jaylen Brown, the perennial 17th best player in the league, into MVP talks. Joe Mazzulla got Neemias Queta to being the anchor of a top 5 defense in the league. He got Jordan Walsh, Hugo Gonzalez, and Baylor Shireman to being a more than adequate playoff wing rotation. He dealt with the fact that Jason Tatum wasn't there all year, and he still got the 2 seed. He got to the fact that Derek White can be your lead guard with the worst shooting he's ever had of his life and still get the most value out of him because the system is that strong. I can't remember the time a team got the most out of players to this regard, to the point where not only are you winning more games than you should with their talent level, not only are you dealing with injuries more than you should, you are the best team in your conference, in my opinion, in terms of what will translate to the playoffs. In a gap year, quote unquote, with a band of misfit young players that obviously the front office believed in, that they believed could get to this level, I don't think should have got here this fast, if not for Joe Mazzulla being incredible at optimizing players that, not to take away from them, did their part, developed well. Neemias Queta's evolution as a player is beautiful. Fantastic shot blocker, right? They have a top 5 defense with Neemias Queta and Vucevic and Luka Garza hoops at the rim. It is insane that fucking juice that he has squeezed out of these fruit.
Yeah. But I also feel like I could say the same exact thing for JB Bickerstaff in terms of everyone knew you're going to be like good this year. You just won like 44 games last year. The year before that, you won like 13, 14. So the ascension like was clearly coming. You guys are going to be always a respectable team. But no one thinks you have like elite level talent on your roster still. You don't like, shout out to Cade, of course. He's a top 5, top 6 or 7 MVP candidate, similar to Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Jalen Duren and his rise as well. But this team doesn't have top end talent, especially offensively as well, too. Like he's squeezing the fuck out of every ounce that he's getting from guys like Dennis Jenkins. And he's finding these guys, and he's also, in my opinion as well, developing these guys into something. So same thing when it comes to Sarr Thompson, great player. He's made leaps in his own right too. When it comes to defensively and how he's even better and more impactful of a cutter. Same things can be said about Ron Holland, who's still not there yet offensively. He's getting guys like Paul Reed. He's still making these guys useful in all types of ways, and more important than all that, similar to like Joe Mazzulla. And also you could say Mark Dagnall too, but that's a past conversation. He is making these guys play so incredibly fucking hard every night.
Very deserving for everything you just said. I do think that, they win with defense. Number 2 defense in the league, have been that all year. Number 10 offense for the season, which ended up pretty strong. So that is a coach of the year case. But they win with defense, not offense. And I'm not going to pretend their defensive talent is mid. It's incredible. They're the best wing defender in the NBA. Asar has like undoubtedly been number 1 to me in terms of wing defenders. Jalen Duren's made leaps defensively, big body there. Isaiah Stewart is a fantastic big paired with him, I should say. Ron Holland is a fantastic defender. I considered him for my third team all defensive that existed.
Yeah.
Like, they have fantastic defensive talent. Cade, very good, impactful defender at the rim. Like, they win with defense and they have immense defensive talent.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics win with offense. Number 2 offensive league for the season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't think they have amazing offensive talent. They don't have Asar Thompson, who's a top 5 pick because he's such a gifted defender. They have good offensive talent and they maximize it. Like, shout out Pritchard, shout out Derek White. Obviously, that type of role player that gets the nod compared to All-Stars all the time for a reason. He is incredible, not because of Joe Mazzulla. Shout out Jaylen Brown, fantastic player, not because of Joe Mazzulla. All these players are producing so much more in the sum of their parts. And I think that's like directly attributed to Joe Mazzulla.
I agree. I think even teams though that like have one, I would say that with the offensive talent that Detroit does have, the fact that they were able to finish top 10, I think that's crazier than the Celtics finishing where they did. And I think that part of it may be just because we've seen the Celtics be competent offensively for longer, so we kind of expect it. But like if you go down the roster, like their playoff rotation guys who are playing 19, 20 minutes a game, right? Jalen Duren doesn't take threes. Asar Thompson, 25% from 3. Beef Stew, 33%. Kevin Huerter, 29%. Ron Holland, 25%. Karis LeVert, 33%. You have so many guys. Even Cade's at 34%. You have so many guys on your team that legitimately are not only below league average, but some of like the 25 percentile shooters in the league. Yeah. And the fact that you can still make that work is crazy. And then on the other side, teams that are really built off of defense, those teams are good. And we've seen those teams like, very nice 3 seed, very, very nice, very nice 4 seed. You guys, you got out the mud, your culture shining, all of that. 60 wins at a time, the best record in the league.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's 60 wins is a lot.
They have 60?
Yeah, they're 60. Yeah,
57. Wow.
They got there.
Which fair again. Shout out. I don't think JB Bigshot is a bad pick at all for that exact reason. You hit a certain threshold. It's like, all right. I do think part of us though needs to recalibrate what we expect or what we think of these offensive players. You just named reasons why their offensive ecosystem isn't the strongest, and you're not wrong. But you focus on the shooting. They have a lot of talent outside of just shooting, Like shout out Dennis Jenkins, give them another ball handler. They're a fantastic transition team because they have crazy athletes. They're a great cutting team. They're really good at making use of the space without being good shooters. They're fantastic at cutting from the dunker spot and all that. Jalen Duren isn't a shooter. Great offensive player this year. Obviously, they have Cade, who's maybe the best playmaker in the league this season. They have a lot going for them offensively outside of the shooting to make up for it. And it's not just like magically,
But
I think that's all because JB Bickerstaff is helping influence these things as well. Like I could say similar things about the Houston Rockets. Like they're not the most talented shooting team at all. But Udoka has his hands in his pockets most of the time, and he's not using the athleticism or the cutting that these guys could have. He's not unlocking that at all.
To be fair, they have a better offense than the Pistons, but they have Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but they have exactly. Cade. Expectations are different.
But they have Cade, so I don't know. But I agree with you. He's a close second to me. But I think the talent, there's more talent on that roster, I think. Talent. I think there's better players on Joe Mazzulla's roster because Joe Mazzulla. I think a lot of these guys, you put them on other teams, you wouldn't know Baylor Shireman's name if you put him on the Hornets. It would take him a while to get more impactful. And maybe he'll be good still.
The first guy that you shouted out, though, right? Because you were talking about the ball handler. You said shout out Dennis Jenkins. Dennis Jenkins played 3.3 minutes a game last year,
which is why he seconds me. I'm not.
That's one of those things where, like, in terms of just talent, I think there's a couple guys on this this team that are like if they go somewhere else, they're either getting buried in the rotation, or you're not really going to get them an opportunity to really grow and thrive and stuff like that. And that's why I think that what Detroit has done, and it's kind of like this for Duren in the most improved conversation as well. I feel like for them, it's like a rolling 2-year aggregate of like the improvement that Jalen Duren has made over the last 2 years really, really stands out. And for the Pistons, for them being like 15, 17 wins the year before, and then to get to the playoffs last year, and then now to get to the number 1 seed, we're looking at this entire new era of what they're doing. And now you're looking at this and saying, okay, you really have taken the steps to truly, truly get better. So I think that even for this specific year, missing Cade for 18 games and still being able to be the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, that's not as weak as Eastern Conferences of past.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Celtics there.
Yeah. And to outwin them in your own conference, that's why I think JB gets it.
Yeah, that's fair. And he's probably going to win, right? Like the odds are saying he's going to win.
I think so.
So it'll be deserved. It's
tough.
not bad at all. I do. It hurts me a little bit that Joe Mazzulla's season is going to go so unnoticed because
I know.
that's like the roster's full of Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah.
But not to that degree. They're first round picks, so it's not guys completely out of nowhere.
That game against the Magic last night. Oh my God.
5 Dennis Jenkins put Paolo in the dirt in the game that mattered for seeding.
Bro, the Magic were really trying, and they couldn't beat Baylor Scheinman and Luka Garza, bro.
And you know what else? Joe Mazzulla is so ahead of the curve schematically too, which we just talk about like the outcome and like where you are relative to expectation from a team perspective. The shit they do to optimize their roster is genius. Mm-hmm. And not to discredit what JB Bickerstaff does, because it's still obviously it's important to be like the effort culture coach that goes into young teams and makes them play hard. The shit Joe Mazzulla does on offense, if you watch them, you're watching modern basketball in the truest sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm not mad at you for any of those things. I came into the season feeling like this is, with all the things that Joe Mazzulla has like gone throughout his coaching career and how he just like randomly got brought up and promoted as the head coach, went to NBA Finals as a side dude, won the NBA Finals as the main dude, while also having to sit down and deal with like figure out and be through the noise of all the, can JB and Tatum work, yada, yada, yada. Sitting down and having to watch Tatum tear his fucking Achilles and figure out ways to really insulate all those things through all these new guys, like you said, Bayer and all that. Like, it's wildly impressive. And for me, I had this year as like, okay, if you're like an actual elite level coach of this decade, show me. And he exactly showed me that. And I think he's like, for me personally, cemented himself in my mind as like one of the top coaches for the 2020s, easily, for what he's done this year.
I did want to ask Donovan, how much did those no Cade games really hold weight to you? Because I would just like to make the case that like, isn't that Joe Mazzulla's whole season not having Jason Tatum?
That's fair. They did hold weight. I think the idea though that they were just like Cade merchants, and as soon as Cade goes down, the number one thing was like, yo, are they gonna lose the number 1 seed? Like, I think even as Boston was starting to roll and JT's coming back, and we're all like, as soon as they get Tatum, we're like, well, the Celtics are number 1 in the East. Like they're making their push. Mm-hmm. Once that happens, then a lot of stuff about their season started to go, or we had the thought that it could go sideways. Mm-hmm. And the fact that just didn't happen was really, really telling. And because we've had conversations about the Pistons all year long, and even still, like, we're gonna have conversations on Thursday about their playoff outlook. And the number one thing is like, can their offense survive in a playoff environment? And not to say that those thoughts are completely out of my mind, but I do feel better about the Pistons now than I did 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah.
And it survived a regular season environment.
They can survive.
It survived a regular season environment, which still matters for 82 games. So whether or not like it works in the playoffs to a finals degree, it worked for 82 games, and that's all this award's for.
It's so crazy. They went from 44 games and didn't really make any massive changes in their starting lineup at all. Tobias is still there. They inserted Duncan Robinson because they had to lose Malik Beasley from all the shit that he did too. And they won 60 games, bro. That's an insane jump. Yeah. That's an insane leap.
Yep. With
no real changes other than, of course, not real changes because they're all these young players got better. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like they didn't like do anything this offseason. But come on, man. This is meaningful to me. So I don't want this to be forgotten for JB because this is the only time in his life where he'll probably win something like this.
Damn. Oh my God. Shit.
I'm being honest. Well, with like his reputation in the league, like he's been around for a minute.
Nah, but this is like the second time that he's had a very successful season with the team.
Yeah.
So like he could, if something goes wrong, he ends up coaching another team like soon. He could do this again.
I don't know, man. 60 games.
it's a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, they had a lot of in and out. But I do, yeah. JB is my coach
Yeah.
for this year. But Missoula is, at least for me, Missoula is a much closer second than what the odds are.
It's 1A, 1B for me.
I thought he's been the favorite for a minute now. Maybe I'm just-
Nah, JB's a very heavy favorite right now.
The Tatum storyline, like it's with Tatum there, it doesn't look quite as to the casual experience.
Really?
It doesn't look quite as getting it out the mud anymore.
I would.
If the Jays are there.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not fair, but I understand it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not fair. I see the vision though.
Yeah, I understand how
L vision.
L vision.
I would think the complete opposite. Wow.
I agree. It's hard to reintegrate him, but so be it.
All right, next award. Clutch Player of the Year.
I still don't have a grasp of like how to think about this one outside of just like numbers. This is
Yeah,
such a
these new awards kind of.
It's
It's
a
literally
spread-
just clutch numbers and or moments, honestly.
It's a spreadsheet award.
yeah.
I don't care about this one at all. But shout out
And
to
was in the running, like, or he was like running away with this at first, and then their season went the way it did.
shout out a trophy in Shay's case. I don't care to
Yeah.
talk about it very much.
Yeah.
This one is very little interest to me.
All right, let's see what the difference in points. He had 175 points in clutch situations. Jamal Murray was second with 166. Nikola Jokic was third with 155. However, and he shot 51.5% in clutch.
Shay did.
Yeah, in clutch situations.
That's insane.
Very solid.
Salute. Next award,
Salute.
6th Man of the Year.
What the fuck is on my screen?
But who is that? That ass?
Who is that?
Yo, real question. Who is on my screen right now?
So I guess when you Google Keldon Johnson, sometimes ESPN shows you the
That
wrong
look
picture.
like fucking Chris Dunn's cousin or something like that, man.
Okay, when you Google Keldon Johnson, look at that.
Who is that?
I don't know. Sometimes ESPN's database shows you the wrong picture,
Okay.
and we put our name Keldon Johnson, and Andrea is not an NBA fan, obviously. So she Googled Keldon Johnson and clicked on. We always click on the PNGs. This is what pops up. I don't know who this man is. He's supposed to be an end of bench player. Sometimes they have a random like 15th man go to someone's picture. That's what happened.
ESPN was good. Like,
Is the dude's name Keldon Johnson? That list?
I don't know, but it's so weird because if you click on the page and it takes you to Keldon Johnson's page.
Oh, really?
And it's a real, like the real Keldon Johnson is there.
Real Keldon Johnson.
That is David Jones Garcia.
What the fuck? Yo,
Garcia.
ESPN, what's up, bro?
Wow.
He was an
Okay.
undrafted player in 2024 who had a brief stint with Utah and Philadelphia on two-way deals. He also played for the Mexico City team in the G League.
Yo, these are my favorite moments, man. Oh man,
Now, as for the real Keldon Johnson,
I've never seen him play.
I'd never seen him a day in my life. He's a new dude to me.
This is between Keldon Johnson and Jaime Jaquez Jr. I went towards a guy on the good team who my thought of the team before the season of why I didn't view them being a 2 seed. I had them being a lower tier playoff team because I thought their wing group wouldn't be good enough. And a big part of that was Keldon Johnson being pretty disappointing for the first like 5 years of his career. And he made a big leap this season, as everybody does that plays next to Wemby. You know, he kind of is a rising tide for all role players around him. And Keldon Johnson understood that and answered the assignment and made himself a much better player on both sides of the court. His ability as a 6'8 wing with some girth to him that can defend up to power forwards is a huge part of why this team has such strong bench units. Difference in him and Jaime to me was contribution to a team that I think can win the finals.
Mhm.
That was kind of the deciding factor.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. It's so crazy. One of my favorite storylines is seeing players who are like probably not best suited to be like a number 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 scoring option on a championship team and scale down completely and completely like change their identity. We shouldn't happen time and time again. One of the more famous ones tend to be like Aaron Gordon, but that's like obviously like the best of the best scenarios that we see. And for Keldon Johnson to go back into the year 2023, he averaged 22 points. Shot 45% from the field, 32% from 3. He could have easily like had a massive ego and be like, nah, man, I'm here to stay. These are my shots and yada, yada, yada.
Hey, get this guy off my screen. Get him out of my screen.
It's kind of disrespectful to the real Keldon Johnson, man. We're giving him his shine.
Should I switch up?
That's how I'm you know what's funny? When you Google Keldon Johnson, there's
Yeah.
like 100 pictures of Keldon Johnson around the PNG of this random guy.
That's
and they look
crazy.
nothing alike.
It's so crazy, bro.
She still clicked.
don't do it like that.
But for Keldon, this is the most efficient year of his career from the field, from the 3-point line. He found his role completely. Shaved his head bald with Wemby, bro. Like, camaraderie's there. He is the vet of this team. And, bro, he might be a Spurs lifer at this point.
Yeah, I think the unironically, the vibes aspect weighs very heavily in this. That, like, the way that Keldon Johnson comes into these games and interacts with the team everywhere else legitimately feels like a six man. And Jaime Jaquez, shout out to him, right?
The vibes are off.
No, not necessarily that the vibes are off. This is a different point. You're getting too close to actual rotation guys. He's playing 28 minutes a night. You're too close to 30, right? People, that's
What's Keldon
They
playing?
said the same thing about like Jamal Crawford back then.
Keldon's at 23.
Oh, come on, man.
That's real 6-man stuff.
Nah,
That's real
man.
6-man.
Nah, I don't like that. That's nasty.
All right.
You're playing 30 minutes a night.
So, bro, how many minutes is
You're
Manu
the-
Ginobili
you are-
playing
you
at
are-
his peak and
you are
Jamal
not-
Crawford
That's not a
and Lou Williams?
that's not a 6-man.
Oh, you're nasty. Bro.
You are the 5.5 man.
Get the fuck.
You're playing starter bench. You're playing 28 minutes a
That
night.
doesn't matter. You're coming off the bench. It's not minutes, man. It's about
If
coming
I come off the bench and I play 35 minutes a night, like am I the 6th man of the year?
I mean, if you're coming off the bench and you're the first man off the bench, then yeah, you're the 6th man
I
of the
think that's
year.
important. If you're so good off the bench that you're capable of closing games, that's not a negative to me.
Yeah,
If I wait, answer my question though.
Yes.
yeah.
You would vote for somebody if they
100%.
They were playing 35 minutes.
if they play 35 minutes a night, but for some reason they're like, if Joe Mazzulla was like, you know what, Jaylen Brown, I just don't want you to play the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
After that, 35
Okay, well,
minutes.
speaking in practicality sense, like if that was actually happened, that would mean to me, because there's an incredible value to them coming off the bench. I guess he likes them coming in with the first stint of the bench units. That adds a lot of value in the coach's mind, but he's so good that he also adds value closing games.
Exactly.
That's just a really important bench player. I don't know.
That's what's more important to me.
That's not a negative to me.
I don't condone that, big bro.
You add
I can't-
all
I can't
these
do that.
all these narratives to these awards.
I
Now,
can't
now I'm gonna
do
pick the
that.
highest minutes just because you're pissing me off.
I can't do that.
Who's the highest minutes bench player in the league
Maybe
this
Nas
year?
I can't
Reed
do
or
that.
something. I don't know.
Give me Nas Reed.
Wait, inherently, if that happens, would
That's
another
not
starter?
a 6-man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Would another starter only have to play like 11 minutes for that to happen?
Not necessarily 11, but less.
It's essentially like last year the Knicks playoff roster, like they were Josh, I can't remember the exact thing, but the argument was like Josh Hart was coming off the bench, but he's still playing all these minutes, and so it's like you're still essentially doing the same thing. Like,
Happens all the time.
yeah,
Okay.
Most 6-man of the year play more minutes than a starter.
and I'm not rocking with that.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not
gonna
rocking
be
with
able to do it.
I don't like that. So I'm gonna give Keldon the nod just because he's playing. He's more into the archetype of what I think a 6-man should be.
I'm going to give Keldon the nod simply because AJ Mitchell did not play 65 games. If he
Yeah.
did, I wouldn't have thought twice. This would have been AJ Mitchell's award.
Same.
Wouldn't have been a conversation to me.
All right.
That's tough.
Shout out David Jones Garcia.
Yeah,
I hope you get mentioned again on the show.
friend of the show.
Friend of the
David
show.
Jones.
6-man of the year, David Jones Garcia. Salute.
AJ Mitchell, right in that range, 25.8 minutes.
You're nasty.
That's good.
There you go.
That's 6-man behavior.
Next award. I think we're on to all NBA teams now, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
We have first team all NBA. So Luka obviously played 64 games. He's currently doing an appeal. I treated this like he wins the appeal because if it's up to me, he would win his appeal quite easily. So I did Shea, Luka, Wemby, Jokic, Jaylen Brown.
Wow. And pretty much you have the same
Yeah,
list.
I have the same 5. I treated Luka winning his appeal because, quite frankly, I didn't want to have the arguments on the third team. I was tired of moving people up. So we're just going to treat this like Luka wins the appeal, and that is my 5.
I should have made Cade win his appeal too because apparently it's up to me as a voter here. I would have gave both of them an appeal because I hate this rule. But Cade's not on here.
Fuck.
He would be clearly on here. Honestly, he'd probably be on there above Jaylen Brown if he was
Oh,
capable.
100%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you did the same thing, except you put
I put Kawhi Leonard
Kawhi.
up there.
I
Yeah.
had Kawhi in there the whole time. Then I was like, damn, man. Couldn't finish a top 8 seed.
Listen.
You sold the ability to get the 7th seed in the play-in? Nope, 9.
Nah, so
There you
I
go.
understand that, but he's levels ahead of Jaylen Brown as a player.
Levels
Levels?
ahead?
All right, let's not get disrespectful here.
I know you. He's better.
He's
so
levels ahead of Jaylen Brown.
Let's not get
he's a level
disrespectful.
ahead of Jaylen Brown this season.
Levels.
mean by 2 levels.
Okay, sure. He's 2 levels
Yeah.
ahead of Jaylen Brown. If your levels are real
Kawhi
small,
Leonard's like this season, this individual year, I think he's like
This
no
season-
worse
this-
than a top 6 player for
this
Kawhi
version-
Leonard.
You know what? He's
This
number 6
version
right now.
of Jaylen Brown is also like
Very
great.
good. Yeah, it's great.
This
Yeah,
is-
like
this
the
is-
11th
this is-
best player.
This is 29 minutes a game. He's there every single night playing 71 games in the season. He's a two-way guy as well. I'm giving Jaylen Brown the credit on the number 2 seed. Like
That's fair.
we're giving Mazzulla a lot of credit, and I'm not saying that it's undeserved at all. But I don't want to downplay the leap and the level to which Jaylen Brown has played this year. And it's not all just like, oh, Joe Mazzulla has now turned you into this player. He by himself has done a little bit of leveling up, and I would like to respect that more than what Kawhi has done this year.
I would like to downplay the level of leap that Jaylen Brown has made this
See,
season.
this is ridiculous. I knew you were going to get it.
No, he's nowhere near as good as Kawhi. But in All NBA, I go towards team success a good amount.
Okay,
So
that's
team
fair.
success was
I
the
feel
deciding
you.
factor. I think team
You
success matters.
disrespected.
I think team success matters a lot for All NBA, or at least it does
Yeah.
historically to most people. And like I said earlier, I'm trying to meet people where they live and trying to go off the basis everybody else does. So for that, with team success being a huge part of All NBA, the gulf is just too big. The Celtics are just way too much better than the Clippers.
Yeah, I feel you. I think the storyline of like coming from being literally like one of the worst teams in the Western Conference, people being scared about you guys giving the OKC Thunder, potential NBA champions at the end of the year, a top 4 or 5 lottery pick, seeing how him and Harden did this reclamation project. And then after that, okay, fuck, you go ahead and trade for Garland. Garland's out there for a little bit and you have to man down the ship. Playing with literally like just random parts. Shout out to John Collins, shout out to Zubac for a little bit. Yakachonis was there for a little bit. Brooke Lopez has been holding down that shit for the most part. Running with Chris Dunn as his main 1 to 2 guard at times. Yannick, yeah.
I said Yakachonis. I was like, who?
Yeah, I said Yakachonis, my bad. Yeah, Yannick. And then Darius Garland's here too, have to figure out that whole situation while also like maintaining your game, while also like being hyper efficient across all levels of the field. Only guys who compare to you efficiency wise in this league at this volume, Shay.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
crazy.
not mad at it. He's much better than Jalen. So I'm with you. I
Yeah.
changed it because I decided to be consistent with team success, but I'm with you. Everybody else, kind of undebatable. Those are just those guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Second team All NBA. I have a typo. This was not the final version of my list. I'm going to say the final version of my list. Tyrese Maxey's on here. He's actually third team. My real second team: Kawhi Leonard, Chet Holmgren, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson.
Okay,
So you take off Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey's third team.
gotcha. I had Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Chet, Jamal Murray, and Kawhi.
Fuck the 65 games. I'm putting Cade on my list.
Fair.
I also put Tyrese Maxey.
Wait, that's crazy. Okay.
He won his appeal. He won his appeal.
No,
tomorrow.
no. It's crazy that you have Cade winning his appeal and him not being first team.
That
He
true.
loves Kawhi, man.
Okay,
True.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
That's
fair.
fair.
That's what I find crazy.
Would you say Kawhi's levels above Cade? as well?
He's a level above Cade, maybe.
Yeah, maybe one.
Levels?
Maybe one. I respect the 60 game.
That's
for
a good
Cade
point.
little
So
bit more.
levels. Kawhi's 2 levels above Jalen Brown. In between them is Cade.
Yeah.
1 level of separation. Now we understand our levels.
Now, if the 60 game, that's very fair. I should have put Cade at first team All NBA for that same lot.
Yeah.
So I agree. Then I had Brown and then Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell too. Wow, you got Holmgren at your second team.
Yep.
Chet is
Wow.
Dude, the 65 win team.
Chet's legit.
Yeah.
Chet's legit. And
Wow.
I like again, from the day he walked into the league, he's just been this guy. He's just been one of the most, impactful defensive players
Wow.
in the league. And we already understand that if it wasn't for the French dude, he'd be DPOY. And he probably hopes that French dude had never been born because he's
Yep.
been tormenting him for years.
Yeah.
But Chet on both sides of the ball, specifically defensively, is just otherworldly. And I think that we're once again going to see his value in the playoffs in this next stretch of the season. But what Chet does on a night-to-night basis it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He only has to play 28 minutes because they beat the fuck out of teams. So he averages 17 points. But he's having his most efficient season by far. If he wasn't on a team that had to sit fourth quarters because they were beating the fuck out of teams, he would probably be averaging 19 and a half or maybe 20. So I'm not going to hold that type of like threshold of counting stats against him. So in my mind, he is a DPOI level defender. He's Rudy Gobert with the ability to average an efficient 20-ish points per game while stretching the court as a 5-out spacer. There's a reason he walks into every single basketball court and gets the 1 seed across every stage of his life because that is just one of the most impactful, important players in basketball, no matter what level you're at.
Okay, I like that. I wish I made room for Chet on my second team and also Jamal Murray too, because
Jamal Murray was tough. That came down to him versus Brunson for me.
yeah,
And I was like, I guess it's just like second option bias, I guess. But that's a tough one. I'm not mad at putting Jamal Murray over Brunson.
yeah, I feel you. I think they're damn near tied in my eyes. Like Jamal Murray's having like easily one of the most efficient years in NBA history. Only guys who can compare to him for this singular year is like Steph Curry across all levels of the court, considering like the volume of threes that he takes as well. For Brunson, I mean, like, he's the captain. I can't disrespect him. He just does it every single time. I'm just like, at this point in time, like here, like second seed every year. Fuck
Yeah. 3-point shooting wise, very highly like all-time efficient season.
Mhm.
But Jamal Murray, it's not like he has like a 70% true shooting or anything. It's not one of the more efficient seasons of all time. So I was able to keep him on third team and I feel too bad about it. Because again, his 3-point numbers are crazy. Like 7.5 attempts, highly difficult attempts too, at 43.5% for the whole season. That's fucking bonkers. But it's, you know, if the interior scoring was as good as that, this would be like an MVP level player. He's obviously not that. 62% true shooting is very good. Lower than Conk Nipple.
Come on now.
He's no con.
Don't, man.
He's no con. It's crazy.
Lower than Conk Nipple. What the fuck?
It is.
Who cares?
No, I'm just you said it's one of the greatest,
He's
most
not the
efficient
rookie
seasons
of
of
the
all
year.
time.
What do you want me to say?
It's not one of the most efficient seasons of all time, so I didn't have to put him second or first team off the strength of that, is all I'm saying. Third team felt okay despite the amazing season he's having.
I respect the second team. Shout out though.
Kevin Durant made it there. He's Kevin Durant. Donovan Mitchell. He's Donovan Mitchell. I really debated Brunson versus Tyrese Maxey. The numbers are like almost identical in like every regard. Their per 75 possession scoring is within 0.2 difference of each other. Their true shooting percentage is within 0.5% of each other. They are almost identical in every way. And Maxey's a better defender. I think Maxey might have a better season. It's just the team success isn't there because the team was all injured around him, so he's not as good of a team. But I don't really feel strongly that Brunson deserves a spot over Maxey.
People always, I feel like in a lot of the conversations that I've heard about like second team and third team, people have always been started to parse Maxey versus Brunson.
Really? That's common?
Yeah, but I'm not putting them against each other. Those two were two of the first names on my, like them two and Kawhi were the three names for me on second team where I was like, this is 100% where you guys deserve to be. I'm not thinking about moving you guys.
You
to
kicked
13.
off Durant then.
Yes, I did.
Okay, that was the one you kicked off.
Yes.
Okay, I'm fair. Obviously, we all know what went into the Rocket season. We all know the pitfalls of their lack of playmaking and lack of rebounding after losing Steven Adams and Fred VanVleet. Kind of put Durant into a inopportune scenario where he has to be the lead playmaker, not his game. He's still Kevin Durant. He's still really good. I don't know.
I feel that. I also, it's,
Sorry.
KD foul stacks.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, that annulled him for me. It's over with.
Okay, well, let's see your third team. I'm assuming he's there. Correct. Thank God.
Not for me.
Oh, well, you're a bastard. Third team All-NBA, I have Jalen
That's
Johnson.
crazy.
Jalen Johnson, Jalen Duren, Jamal Murray, Scotty Barnes, and Tyrese Maxey replacing Jet.
I don't like you.
Why?
You put Bam on a bio over Kevin Durant?
I put Bam. I put Jalen Duren. Jalen
the
Johnson
Bam
like
kid.
y'all. I got Jamal Murray and Chet. Shout out to Bam, man.
I'm not a fan of your work, man.
We got to find some sticks and swing them at you.
I'm being honest.
You're being honest? Do you think Bam had a better season than Kevin Wayne Durant?
Have you seen Bam on defense this year?
Sure.
Les scored 83 points this season too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say he leveled up as an offensive player, but he
did not. He just
more
changed.
interesting. He's more interesting as an offensive
Hardly.
player, but more so this like pushed him. This is more defensive slanted conversation.
It's why Chet's number 2 for us.
So it's like I got it.
But his team also sucks.
This is why.
Bam.
This is why I was
Bam.
so heated at Eric's expulsion to Miami for doing what they did. Because now
You gave us talking points. You gave us material.
That's what I'm saying. The rest of
Time. Of history.
of conversations have to go like this. I had Jalen Johnson, Jalen Duren, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Kevin Durant on my
Ooh,
third
I
team.
love the Harden placement.
I thought about Harden. I ended up going Jalen Johnson over Harden. Mostly because it's kind of just remarkable that they secured that seed they secured. And Jalen Johnson's probably a little bit overrated by the
Really?
points
So,
rebounds, assists.
so Jalen Johnson was one of your like last cuts?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. Jalen Johnson was the first name that didn't get cut. Like, he was the last name on there.
Mm-hmm.
He barely made it to me. Just because, like, I think he's probably a little bit overrated by the points rebounds assist merchants who are like, he's the next guy. He's really good and he's on here for a reason. But it's not a lock to me because I don't think he's the sole reason that team stayed in the playoff hunt. We talked about the Killers under Walker, who I think is damn near just as good. Dyson Daniels' defense has gotten like forgotten about because his offensive slump to start the year. Still a great defender. Everything about them kind of like is a very team oriented thing. So I didn't feel like Jalen Johnson was owed a spot, but I ended up splitting hairs, putting him just above Harden.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson was for me. Harden was the last name on the list.
You got Scotty Barnes compared to me.
Yeah, I definitely got Scotty Barnes too.
I think
Bam over Scotty, Stones.
The last couple names
Wrenches.
for me. Yeah, the last couple names for me: Harden, Scotty, Cat. A little bit. I thought about it for a quick second. But Jalen Johnson, I feel like the consistency of his season, the consistency of even with all like this actually being the year that Trae Young is now gone and that major shift happening in the team and him continuing just to every single night go out, do what he does on the offensive side of the ball. For a lot of people, the Hawks underachieved. They still are the 5 seed. Like they're a very, very good playoff team and were able to make this final push in the second half of the year. So I feel like Jalen Johnson had a spot on here. James Harden, the way he turned up once he got to Cleveland, that really meant a lot to me of how good he was playing there. And so that's why he got the last spot.
I think Scotty Barnes is like after Wemby in convo for best defender in the world. I think this year he's had a better defensive season than Bam Adebayo.
Better than Chet?
I put Chet second team, so no. But similar reasons. I think we'll get to all defense. Guess who's on my first team? Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Guess who's not? Bam Adebayo. So like amongst those defenders with iffy offense, I think Scotty Barnes is a little bit better defender this year, but just a little bit. Obviously, Bam is amazing too, and his team's better. So there's a slight team success bump there compared to the Heat, who are just the Heat. I don't really regret putting Scotty Barnes, but I can understand going James Harden in that spot.
Yeah.
Bam, I cannot respect.
Listen, man, it's more so like
he's having a
KD
really
thing.
bad score.
I needed to put someone there, and I'm like, I just can't put KD there right now.
Could I put Scotty Barnes?
I can't respect it.
Scotty Barnes has been too inconsistent.
Bam is crazy though.
It's Bam. What do you mean too inconsistent?
Yeah, honestly,
listen, man.
Since Bam scored 83,
I needed to put someone there, and I'm not going Scotty.
Why not?
Definitely going KD.
Why do you keep saying that? Like you can't. Like he stinks.
He doesn't stink.
Like he smells bad.
Great player.
It's not. He's no Bam. Okay.
He ain't scored 83.
Fair. He did not. I cannot argue against that. But okay, those are all NBA teams. Pretty much just one or two differences of players, but almost consensus across the board. Now to all defense, I think is next. Yes, first team all D. No debate for me. These top 5 are going to be there no matter what. Wemby, Chet, Gobert, Asar, Scotty Barnes.
I have the same exact list as you.
Okay. I have Wemby, Chet, Bam, Asar, Derek White.
So you replace Gobert and Barnes to second team.
Yes.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I think Bam is. I mean, every single year, Bam is just one of the best centers in the world. I feel like a lot of the conversation that we've had with Bam over the last year and a half, 18 months, has been a lot of frustration because his offense hasn't really stepped up in the way. And Wemby has come in, surpassed him. Chet has really surpassed him. And so you have those two guys that have kind of knocked him out of, these top 4, top 5, whatever, these center rankings. But if that offense was there, then we would talk about Bam in a different light because the defense year in and year out it's so consistent. It's so good. So I feel like he had to be on the list. And then Derek White, this is just one of the best defensive guards of all time.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
It's just that good.
I had the same thought to myself. I'm like, oh, this is one of the defining guard defenders of modern NBA history.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so I can't, it's very hard for me to not reward Derek White and to not have him on my first team when I feel like any guard in the league, Derek White, you could put Derek White on him, and he can disrupt them on the perimeter. He's so good as a shot blocker, as a rim protector, provides so much value there. The way he can get around screens, he just moves differently as a defender than basically every other perimeter-oriented defender in the league. He had to be first team for me.
Yeah. I thought about putting him over Gobert just because Gobert's had a little weird end to the season with the whole team.
Very true.
Strange. There's no top 5 defense for the season, though. And I'm like, that's such an amazing accomplishment that is only possible with Rudy Gobert that I didn't ding him for the end of the season. But I definitely thought about putting Derek White above him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Rudy Gobert, he's pushing it. He's 32, 33
He's up there.
years old or something like that. And I remember you said something a couple episodes ago, Isaac, where you're like, yeah,
He's 33.
You feel like certain type of players, defensive sided players, age way faster than offensive sided players for all those given reasons, because they rely a lot more on just natural things like your hip mobility and all that, and your reaction time, and those things naturally just way off, wane away. And Gobert's not necessarily at the peak of his powers, obviously, but for him to be this level of good at age 32, 33 is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it helps that he's absolutely gigantic and maybe one of the 3 highest IQ rim protectors of all time.
Mhm.
Like his ability
Wow.
in the drop coverage is like truly all time level. Like he doesn't have the mobility to on the perimeter like a Wemby to be like one of the greatest defenders of all time on like the short list of Mount Rushmore. But there's a reason he has all these DPOYs. He is a true genius level rim protector that he's aging gracefully because of that, and his length is just outrageous.
Salute.
So Rudy Gobert. Last good thing we'll say about him this year. Second team all D. I have Bam Adebayo, Derek White, Amen Thompson, Stephon Castle, Cason Wallace. I feel like Amen has just gotten written off because people were like, oh, offensively he improved.
Mhm.
Defensively took a dip. I haven't felt that way at all watching them this season. I understand the logic of why we say that. And like I'm sure the activity numbers aren't quite the same. I still feel like he's the best defensive player on a top tier defense.
Okay, the Houston Rockets aren't a top tier defense
Were
anymore.
they 5 for the season?
No,
Where'd they
I don't
finish
think
at?
they are. You can read
Def-
double
yeah,
check
they
that.
finished at 5 in defensive rating for the season.
They're 5 defensive rating.
Yeah.
Wow, that doesn't feel like that
And
at all.
and without having their offensive rebound advantage to win the possession battle, they're number 5. And that's on Data Baller. Maybe this, I don't think this is like cleaning the glass that filters out garbage time.
On the
Yeah.
actual NBA list, they're 6th.
Yeah, so this might
Okay.
filter out garbage time like cleaning the glass does. Leverage out, take out low leverage minutes. 113 defensive rating, same as Minnesota. It's 0.1 difference.
Wow.
Tied with Boston on Data Baller. Oh, so maybe they flipped the tie on NBA.com slightly.
Okay.
They both have 113.3.
They're 112.1 on NBA.com.
Houston is?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, they have low leverage minutes in there.
Yeah.
So either way,
okay.
5 or 6, whatever, still fantastic. And some people would want to say Jabari Smith Jr.'s a guy who deserves a nod there. I still feel like the problems the men brings as a
no.
point of attack defender to give any ball handler hell, still one of the most impactful defenders to me, especially in a, doesn't count for this, it's not the award, but translating to a playoff setting, I still think that's a crazy weapon to have to chase around the best player. He's not a SAR. A SAR was first team for a reason. I think there's a difference. There's a meaningful gap there, but I still think he's an all NBA level defender.
Yeah, that's fair. I got Bam, Stephon Castle, Evan Mobley, still a fine defender. Dude, Cleveland lives and dies by his defense. It looks like such different team defensively without him. And then I got Derek White, of course, for all those reasons, all-time defender. And then Dyson Daniels. He doesn't have the crazy steal numbers that he did last year, but he's still wildly impactful.
You know what I had written down for the whole week? Amen/Dyson Daniels. That was my last debate, was those two. I forgot about Evan Mobley, not gonna lie. Completely forgot about him.
That's right. I wanted to make room for Cason Wallace, but I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know who to sacrifice in this level right now. It may have been Stephon Castle, if I'm being honest with you, but I think I wanted to give Stephon this nod for this one time.
Yeah.
I had Gobert, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Stephon Castle, Cason Wallace. Cason, this year and last year has been super funny because I remember going into last year's playoff and we were talking about J-Dub. We're like, bro, J-Dub has some of the best hands of all time. He just rips the ball from people and he's so good. He's so active, all the deflections. And so he's been out this year and Cason Wallace is like, listen, brother, I got you.
I got us.
Like your legacy will live on through me. Cason Wallace does all the exact same stuff where he can just rip people. He's super active. Like he's been there the entire year. He wasn't one of the cuts for me. Like
Yeah,
I feel you.
he was firmly on my I guess in the top 10 of all defensive teams and the short list and all of that. And so we have that. We know what Stephon Castle does. The one guy that I can understand that's like the 5th spot that's just rotating. I had OG in there because I think OG on ball and off ball and his versatility I think is super valuable. And for a team that has two, and even though that Cat's defense has been better this year, for a team that has Cat and Jalen Brunson and can still finish in top 10, top 6 in defense, a lot of that is OG doing
crazy.
all of the same things of I can guard your best player, I can switch out here, I can be a help guy. He does so much for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Last spot, you went OG. You went Dyson Daniels. I should have went Marcus Smart.
You should have.
I wanted to give him a nod.
He didn't play enough games, but it would be nice.
No
Yeah.
love for Lou Dort.
Next question.
He probably didn't play enough games too.
I don't even know what he played. I didn't even think about looking. So that is all defensive teams. couple interesting spots in the second team, but
I think you
consensus
only
up
have to play 58 for some of these stuff. It's like some weird. Also, Ludor plays 69, so he's good either way.
Nice.
Damn. Tough.
First team all rookie to round this out. Con Knipple, Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, Cedric Coward, VJ Edgecombe.
Oh, you read all of our lists. Nice.
Exact same is what it is. All these guys deserve their spots. I didn't have much hard time at all with this one, actually.
Yeah, I think the Cedric Howard. I've seen most of the time. Like the top 4, I think is very solidified in Flag, Harper, VJ, Khan, and everybody knows those 4. Then the 5th spot is the rotating one. I've seen other people put other rookies ahead of Cedric Howard, and a lot of them are like, oh, he hit the rookie wall, which is true, but honestly, it's low key kind of the same. And like the last 15 games of the year, he's been good and he's been scoring. His efficiency is back up. I looked on Data Baller. First half of the year, second half of the year, numbers are basically the same.
Yeah.
Like he's been as consistent as you'd want for a rookie to come in and score, 14, 15 points a game. He had to be on the list for me. So yeah, that's first.
No
team.
disagreement here. Second team, Colin Murray Boyles, Jeremiah Fears, Derek Queen, Ace Bailey, and Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Thank you for reading my list.
No Maxime Reynaud? Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second, and I was like, there's no world where I think I'd rather have him than Kalkbrenner. Let me go ahead and take him off.
Listen, man. So I got Fears, Bailey, Colin Murray Boyles, Reynaud, and Kalkbrenner.
Reynaud over Queen. Come on.
Say again?
So you put Reynaud over Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Queen has been brutal, bro.
Yeah, it's been brutal.
He's been brutal.
He's been brutal for 20 games.
Now, of course, like
The first half was
Maxime-
fun though.
Brutal's the right word.
I feel like the highs for Derek
Yeah.
Queen have been higher than
Yeah,
than
it
I don't
ended out the
know.
second team for me for what you just said.
Yeah.
But the
I
second
don't
half, I understand. 20 games, brutal's the word. It's been a
Yeah.
tough watch.
like all around on both ends. Like, yo, man, like this can go really bad really quick, and this could be looked at as like one of the worst trades of all time. I don't think it will be. I have hope and faith in him and all that. But
Do you?
It
I
could
do.
be.
I want to be, but it's not. I'm not scratching out of the realm of possibility. Someone I really wanted to put into this list was Sion James on the Hornets too, because he's so important for that team. But then I looked at his efficiency. He shoots like 36% from the field, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. It's too nasty. So I put Kalkbrenner there. But yeah, I couldn't go Queen.
Bro, can you imagine if Queen ends up and like all the deficiencies really come to light next year, and it's like, man, you just really can't do it. And then the Hawks get a top 4 pick this year.
yes, I can imagine it. We've been talking about it for months. I can perfectly imagine it.
It's not. He's not a shoe
number
in
one
at
pick?
all.
Sucks.
Yeah, man. He's not a shoe in at all.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not writing him off in the second half. A lot of people online are writing him off, being like, "Oh, look at this bum! I told you, can't defend,
Yeah.
yada yada."
Can't do that.
Again, like we said in our tier list when we did every rookie, stands to reason that this guy with this body type and this level of conditioning would get beat the fuck up by the rookie wall.
Mhm.
I think it makes total sense that he couldn't get through 82 games with the same level of stamina. I'm gonna choose to believe that early part of the year was real as far as the flashes go. We'll see, because even in the early part of the year, it's not like he was some great defender.
Mhm.
So still has a question marks long term, and if he can win with this play style. It's a very tough play style to become effective with in this league. But I'm not like out on him because the rookie wall beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm not, but
But
I
I'm
wanted
worried.
to at least see like there's just like a lot of
So, damn, it fights
as
with
a
some
whole-
adversity.
I think it's the Pelicans as a whole.
At least try to
really.
jump over the wall.
What I wonder is apparently there's a
He just
report.
stood there.
He's got that
Damn,
budget.
that wall tall,
I know.
man.
Just, damn, that's high.
There's a report that they're committed to Zion Williamson. That they're going to extend him.
That's what I was saying. This team is weird, and he's been fucked by that too.
If they're committed to Zion Williamson, Derek Queen's fucked, and so is Zion. Those two, I find it hard to believe you'll maximize either of them with the other one on the court. And you have to, like, that has to be the goal long term. Those are your two starters.
Boy, I don't like Joe Dumars.
Dude.
I love them.
And
It's
then,
hilarious.
Like DeJounte Murray came back and he's been like fantastic, and he's been like a literal spark of life, literal new fresh pair of lungs for this team.
I know we're committed to him too.
But then it's like, yo, he don't play well with either of these guys too.
I never
as
committed to
well.
Jamal Murray. DeJounte Murray too, because him and Jeremiah Fears, they got to start long term.
Yeah.
That's your backcourt.
Yeah.
So you got two big starting that don't defend the rim, don't shoot well. Two guards starting that need the ball in their hands, don't shoot exceptionally well.
We got to take this team.
This team
away
is
from
stupid.
Louisiana, man. This is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron should have been talking Gotta take the team out of New Orleans.
We can take them both.
Yeah,
Someone gotta be stupid. So
Yeah, his name is Joe.
that's crazy, man.
We can point directly at Joseph.
L Joe.
El Joe.
Zion, Queen, and Fears. What do you think the net rating was for this year?
-5.
-11.
-15.
Oh shit!
I knew it would be terrible. Yeah.
God damn.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Zion and Queen -10.
Yeah,
Fears and Queen -3.
they need to trade everybody, bro. Why is Trey Murphy still on this fucking roster?
I don't
Why
know.
is Herb Jones here? For what?
That is the end of our awards for this season.
-15 for your 3 building blocks.
And that's probably not super uncommon for rookies.
I feel like I've never
But-
seen that before. Like, this is the weirdest
That's-
situation.
that's
in
a lot.
NBA
It's probably
history.
common for rebuilding teams, but the good thing is those rebuilding teams that suck with their core players get a top pick. These guys
In a
just-
generational draft, no help is on the way.
no help is on the way. You better bet on internal growth, buddy.
No help is on the way.
No help. In fact, it'll get worse before it gets better.
They are not coming to save you.
That's the end of our awards section. Let's do a quick roundup of this week's news before we get out of here on this shorter Monday episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
What
We
happened?
got him.
Hey.
What happened? Who got?
Glenn Rivers is no longer employed by the Milwaukee Bucks. Per Shams Charania, Doc Rivers is departing as head coach of the Bucks, sources tell ESPN. After a 32-50 season, the Bucks will embark on their third head coaching search in the last 3 years. This is phrased like he might have quit, which is pretty funny because he just did an interview with, I think, FanDuel TV,
Yeah.
where he was talking about the article that came out from Shams a few weeks ago that was detailing the chaotic nature of this locker room in this Giannis era and how everything's gone to shit around him. Mr. Glenn went on TV and said, it's a whole crock of bullshit. You're listening to the sources. I could tell Shams has something out for us. He basically threw Cam Thomas, presumably, under the table, under the bus, and said a certain player was talking to him. You can take a guess who it is. Did everything but take accountability. And here we are, like 6 days later. Apparently quits his job.
You're cooked, buddy.
He quit? He couldn't, bro.
He says he
quit?
departed. They didn't say fired.
Okay.
Careful language. I don't know if it's a respect thing. They want to put it out there that it was mutual or whatever. Doesn't stands to reason he would have been fired either way.
He wanted to control his narrative, man. He was like, you know
100%.
what? I'm leaving. No, buddy, you were.
I don't
couldn't
want to
come back
see.
anyways.
Yeah, I don't want to see Doc Rivers close to an NBA sideline ever again.
Yeah, I need him on podcast mics.
No, that's too close to play-by-play analysis. That's too close to the sideline.
You don't want him to tell cool stories on all the smoke? What
No.
do you mean?
Mm-mm. I can't do it. I feel like if an NBA team hires Doc Rivers at this point, Adam Silver come in, find the team, you know that they're tanking. You know that they don't have serious winning on their agenda. It's not like winning basketball games is not going to be at the top of their list. I think we've seen the end of Doc Rivers as an NBA head.
I haven't seen the end of one thing, though. I have not seen the end of Giannis lying. Giannis was asked about this. He said, it's a shock to me. He also called Doc Rivers an incredible coach and says he's immediately going to call Doc Rivers after losing to the Sixers. He did not see this coming. He had no idea Doc Rivers would be fired, and he thinks he's incredible.
Can we listen to this?
I suppose we could. Let's hear the tone of voice. That's
Yo,
incredible.
look at his face. He's lying, bro. He's like wow.
I haven't heard it yet. It's a shock to me, but hey, he's had 25 years as a coach, incredible coach. almost 15 years as a player. He's been in the NBA for 30, 40 years. He's definitely an NBA legend. As you guys know, he's a Hall of Famer. It's great working with
He's just
him.
saying all this because his brother got PT. That's why.
He didn't say shit about this year, shit about last year. Hey, man, he's a Hall of Famer. 25 years. He's been doing it.
15
That's what you
years
say
as
when
a
somebody
player.
sucks now, but you got to respect their name because you're trying to be polite. Said everything about his old accomplishments, nothing about his recent ones.
I
And
think
this chat GPT ass response,
He
man.
just listed accolades in his Wikipedia.
Come on,
He's
bro.
just trying to go home, bro.
yeah, I think LeBron. I think LeBron has like the all-time title in this category, but I think right now Giannis is the best liar in the league.
He probably has the best lying efficiency.
Liar of the
And the
year.
best lying volume. He's kind of in a Shea season of lying.
Let's rank all the. No.
Liars of the year.
I definitely think
Power rank
this
Giannis lies.
I think this is up there. I think what he's done this season from a lying standpoint is I think it's up there.
We should do a tier list one day. The biggest lies in NBA history, the funniest lies.
You know what's funny? I do have that written down. It's an upcoming video.
Yeah.
I put the greatest
Let's
lies in
go.
NBA history. I
Yeah.
do have that written down. We'll do that this Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this comes shortly after what I mentioned, the article written by Shams, in which he was outlining a locker room incident in which a player had something to say to Mr. Glenn, and Glenn said in response, "Look at my resume. Google me. I took teams to the playoffs and championships that weren't supposed to be there. I thought this was one of them. Look at my resume. Google me." And again, then he went on FanDuel TV and talked about this article and said that, the context didn't include a certain player was talking to me about his stats. And I'm guessing he's talking about Cam Thomas. Reading between the lines, Cam Thomas must have been like, "I've dropped 50 before. Give me the ball." And then Mr. Glenn said, "I was good in 2008. As a
Google
response.
me, Chuck.
He said, "I took teams to the playoffs and championships that weren't supposed to be there. The 08 Celtics were supposed to be there. The 2010 Celtics were supposed to be there. They honestly were supposed to be there all the way through 2012, and you had different injuries. So outside of that,
They low-key underachieve. You
Yeah.
can make a
I
legitimate
said-
argument.
Don't say Loki. The Clippers were supposed to be there at some point.
yeah,
Famously weren't there.
the Sixers were supposed to get at least to a conference finals. They never did that. So who else?
Yeah, so moral of the story, this
Who else
is
did he
not
take
a-
to the championships that weren't supposed to be there?
Duh, bro. Didn't they make a in-season tournament finals?
Ah,
You're right, my bad.
He took them to the championship.
My bad.
You're
Or was
right.
that with Adrian Griffin?
It may have been with Adrian Griffin. You're right, actually.
Never mind, I
I
lied.
think
They
it was
fired
before.
him.
Yeah, it was before.
Because
he
they
got fired.
fired Adrian Griffin.
After the in-season tournament.
Yeah, after they won I think after 42 games of the year or something crazy like that.
They were 30-13 with Adrian Griffin.
Yeah.
Wait, the year before Kawhi and PG came, was Doc Rivers still the coach?
The year before Kawhi and PG came.
Yeah, that was like Pat Bev, Lou Will, Montrezl Harrell. I know they made it to the playoffs.
Ty Lue became the coach in 2020, I
Yeah.
think. He became the coach the year Frank Vogel got hired by the Lakers, which was 2020 season, right? That was his first year they won the championship. I think
Yeah.
2019 was still Luke Walton. Did LeBron play for Luke Walton?
Because Vogel won
Yeah.
in 1920.
Yes. But was he the coach in 1819? I can't remember.
So
No, he was the first year.
It was still Luke Walton?
Yeah.
yeah, so
Good Lord.
yeah, Doc Rivers was the coach for those feisty Clipper teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only
Okay.
year that he can really hang on and say, yeah, his team overachieved.
Could pop his shit for that year.
Outside of that, I can't think of another year.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing nice to say about the way Doc Rivers handles himself. It's just because it's one thing to be a mediocre coach that was good once upon a time and that has kind of just clearly dwindled into being average for the last 15 years. It's another thing to be that and to be like incapable of self-reflection. And not to say he's going to come on TV and be like, "I'm mid." Like, of course he's going to defend himself. Everybody has a right to. Why wouldn't he think highly of himself? He's Doc Rivers. He's a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished. But man, the certain way that he goes about it is just hard to feel reverence
Dude.
for at this stage of his career.
Whenever someone just goes the route and say, "Google me," I already know you lost the conversation.
Ah,
man.
buddy.
Hang it up, buddy.
And every year it goes wrong. He throws people under the bus. He's like, "Listen, it wasn't me. I didn't miss those shots. That's James. That's him while he's breaking threes." There's
Yeah.
always some reason to throw somebody under the bus. Well, it's been so long since anybody has thought you're a high-level coach.
He's better off coaching college at this point, honestly.
In 2023, this random report here that Beasles pulled up. Several members of Doc Rivers' staff felt Harden was a driving force in his firing. I wonder who put that out there.
It's 3 Doc Rivers burners.
So yeah, man. So does this help the ability for the Bucks to keep Giannis in the building?
Fuck no. Nothing does.
Well, I don't know. Moving on from Doc Rivers is a pretty easy way to say I'll be better next year.
Bro, that shit is done, bro. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of the Giannis experience, dog. I'm this close. I tweeted it out yesterday. I'm this close to blocking the word Giannis on my timeline. I'm so tired of it.
Just get no news.
Yeah, no news. Y'all let me know, like old school style, man. I'm gonna walk in here one day. Y'all gonna have to tell me Giannis got traded. No word. Cool. So we doing.
I'll send you a fucking raven. Send you a bird to your house.
Like an owl from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Hedwig.
Yeah,
Giannis
it's done.
traded.
Like his Game of Zones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
over.
amazing.
He just, he shouldn't have another coaching opportunity in the NBA again. I feel like the last
I agree.
couple stops that he's had, the ending has been very less than great. a lot of it has come with very underwhelming circumstances. And so he probably is just going to go back to play-by-play announcing and podcasting and stuff like that. And honest, at this point, bro, just do you.
Bro, I'm gonna shoot my toe off if Giannis is a Buck next year. All that
You're
shit
gonna
is so
shoot
irritating.
your toe off.
Yeah, bro, I gotta sacrifice my toe. Like, what do you mean? Like, you and your team are in a feud talking about something. They won't let me play. No, you went to the league office, bro. And I understand because since we talked about it
You're
on our
snitching.
last episode, they did cost them some money when it comes to endorsing money from Nike and all, which I understand. But it's like, yo, man, like you had, to what I remember, 3 serious injuries that are like season altering. You hyperextended your knee, and then you had 2 different occasions where you had calf strains.
You know who would have let him play?
Who?
Another team.
Mm.
Had he just asked for
Yeah.
a trade, he probably could have been somewhere else that would have allowed him to play.
Trailblazers would have loved to let you play.
God, please.
Listen, that's it's not bad.
No, it's terrible. I don't want. No one wants to see that.
All right, man. Did you guys see Udonis Haslem? be
Giannis
the-
clinging,
Hey, man.
it's kind of filthy.
I was thinking about putting Klingon on second team all defense. I should have did it.
He's nice.
Did you guys see Udonis Haslem be the kindest man in the world?
What do you do?
He told DeAndre Ayton after a game in which I forgot who they beat. DeAndre Ayton had 21 points, had a very good game, beat up on some shitter that he just clobbered on the inside. Went on Amazon Prime, and Udonis Haslem to his face told him, "I want you to know you are still that guy. The highs and lows of the season may hit you. Just know you are still him. LeBron James doesn't go to be a third option and think I'm no longer him. He maintains his ability to have self-confidence while adjusting to what the team needs from him. That needs to be you. You are that man." Almost took DeAndre Ayton to tears because it was so kind. How did you guys feel about this?
You know what's crazy? I completely misread this quote. I thought he said, "I want you to know you're still not that guy."
You know why you thought that?
Your mind is so
Because
weird.
you know why you
towards
thought
hate.
that? Because you have been you've been trained by years of Shaq and Charles Barkley being utter assholes on TV to think that it must be slander if a man on TV is talking about an NBA player. But nope, good old support of Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, I was like, damn, UD's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
The comments people were like, Shaq would have told him to shoot
Yo, I
himself.
was like, yo, is this heat culture, the big 2-6? All right, okay.
All the comments are straight. Shaq would have told him to jump off a bridge and die. Which is like true. Shaq would have gone on the TV and been like, "Hey, Aiden, good game tonight. I still want you to know you've been soft all year. I'm not happy with your level of performance, but you did good tonight. I still need you to do good and not be soft." And he'd be like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir."
Yo, man, this shit's crazy.
Shout out UD.
Shout out to UD. I don't like this is like our first year seeing the whole Peacock thing again, and then also or NBC, and then also so true. This is our first year seeing the NBC thing and the Amazon Prime, and out of every new panelist on there and analyst, I think someone who surprised me the most is definitely UD. I did not know he would just be like wildly entertaining. He has his moments where he be tripping here and there, but also he's insightful, funny, and like seeing all like. I think he's been like the most improved, not even improved, but the most surprising guy who I'm like, oh, I really enjoy watching him.
Yeah, cool moment overall. I mean, obviously everyone thinks what they want about DeAndre Ayton, but for him to be in that situation and say that to him in that platform, most people wouldn't like feel inclined to even do that, even if they believed it. Just for like, it's awkward to get up there and be like, "You rock, man." He did it and it worked.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Rock on, Ayton.
Good job.
I should have mentioned at the top. Last episode we did our power rankings, and we spent like 5 minutes of me talking about the fact that I want to choose to believe that we'll get a healthy Joel Embiid right now because he's healthy right now, going to the playoffs. They're finally whole. Paul George coming back. I spent 5 minutes writing fan fiction where I said, "You're probably right. I have no reason to believe historically that Joel Embiid will stay healthy."
You said
you know
in
what?
this moment,
In this moment,
we haven't heard anything.
in this moment, I say in this moment, we haven't heard any reports of him dealing with stuff. He's just doing normal maintenance. In this moment today, he's good. I want to believe it'll stay that way. So while history says you will be right to hate and put them low, I want to believe in this.
And that's why I stopped you because I said it's not hate.
Yeah.
It's not hate. I said it is not smart or safe to assume
Yeah.
that he is going to be there in the playoffs.
Correct. And I said, "You're right, but I want to believe." I said, "I'm doing fan fiction." That came out. We recorded that. Oh, that was about 30 minutes in the episode.
Yeah.
That was like 9:45 a.m. Thursday. At 2:29 p.m. Thursday, Shams Charania tweets, 76er star Joel Embiid has been diagnosed with appendicitis and will undergo
crying.
surgery this afternoon.
Your prediction couldn't even last 7 hours, man. Fuck.
And it wasn't even prediction. It was hope. Hope.
I try to tell y'all.
Hope for Joel Embiid to be lucky, not just lucky, for Joel Embiid to be normal and not fucking cursed. Hope for Joel Embiid to have one normal season, one normal playoff run. Hope for Joel Embiid to not be eternally binded by unluckiness lasted for less than 7 hours. Appendicitis isn't even an injury. You're just unlucky as fuck. He is unbelievably cursed. We've been saying this for years. What did he do to deserve this? I don't know, but it keeps getting worse.
You gotta see what Doc Rivers had to say.
What did he say?
He was like, "Yo, it's that time of the year again, man."
Did he really?
Yes, I swear. I'm gonna pull it up as you guys talk.
Okay.
Oh, I did
Yo,
not
Doc
see
Rivers
that.
is a douche if he says
Oh,
that.
fuck
What the
Doctor
hell?
again.
Yeah,
What?
I did not see that.
Are you?
Yo,
did,
old man
Did you
is
get ball
losing his
sacked or did he
mind.
really say that?
I'm gonna look it up. I
Okay.
hope I didn't get ball sacked.
All right, let's
That's
see.
crazy.
Your legacy's on the line right now, man. Your legacy's on the line because that would be insane.
Yeah.
Why would he say this?
But this is 100% why it's like
You can't ever believe.
you can't ever believe in the Sixers legitimately, and like at this point it's not even hate until Embiid is not on the Sixers and not getting paid $65 million, $70 million once this extension is over. You're not going to be able to take the Sixers seriously as a playoff contender because you just have, again, $70 million allotted towards a guy that, listen, we're talking about Ravens and Owls and all this stuff. It legitimately is some like Game of Zones, some type of curse, some hex, has some witch somewhere did something to Joel Embiid.
numbers on his knees.
People were tweeting
man.
me, "You jinxed him." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I guess I did."
But yeah, Doc, this is just why you can't do it.
I did find the quote. Hopefully, it's real.
Derek
Okay.
Bodner, NBA. Who is this?
Yeah, who is this man?
It says Sixers for Philly Sports.
Oh, it's
66K.
real?
This must
Okay.
be real. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Doc Rivers on Joel Embiid being sidelined with appendicitis. It's this time of year, right? I feel bad because I still believe 6 straight years of not being healthy in the playoffs, and none of this is his fault. Stuff just happens.
Okay,
You
this
can't make it
is-
up.
Feels better
okay,
than
it's,
what it was.
okay, it's better
what I thought
than,
it
than
was.
what you made it sound like.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
question,
it's that time of the year again. That's what he said.
he did.
Yeah, that part.
But he's right.
is-
6 straight years of utter nonsense happening to him. This is unbelievable. Again, I can't even hope that he will be normal. I look crazy for hoping.
Dude,
I didn't predict. I hoped, and I look crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous at this point,
Wait, why?
just because like appendicitis is so ridiculous as to like what can happen.
It's
And so-
crazy.
and so like, if we get to this time next year, what's gonna happen? Like I don't know.
It already looks like it hurts when he plays. Like right now.
Yeah.
I feel so
Yeah.
bad genuinely watching him beat.
It is bad. It is sad.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So yeah, the Sixers.
Isn't that
it's-
crazy? It's a bad take to hope.
It's,
Yeah.
That's where he's at in his
I
life.
stayed away from that completely, man. I was like, yeah, you got that conversation.
So you don't dare to hope.
I said I stay away from it all times.
Jaylen Brown was asked whether or not he believes he's the MVP. Analytically, probably not. The analytics don't quantify who I am and who my spirit is. So next year, how much are y'all gonna put spirit into your MVP odds and your MVP equation? Like 40% spirit, 20% spirit. Is 40 too much?
maybe about 32,
That's a lot of spirit.
32%.
Who wins the spirit vote this year? Is it Jaylen Brown?
Mind you, we're in a year where if next year is somewhat like this year, even if it's like half of this year, because right now, if Luka was eligible, we would have 4 guys playing at an all-time level. All of them have crazy cases. At some point, spirit does have to come in as a tiebreaker.
And that's the thing. Wemby has hella spirit.
But what is like spirit to you?
Whatever Jaylen Brown does, I guess.
It's delusion.
Yeah.
But it's not even fair. It's not even delusion, honestly.
But
But
these are-
analytics don't quantify his spirit. So it's not delusion. That's what he believes.
And I actually don't hate this because you have to make a campaign for yourself somehow.
Thank you. God.
And spirit is his.
You do.
You gotta
have to-
find your angle.
Yeah,
You
like
gotta find your angle.
somebody asked him, Ramona Shelburne is asking him if he believes that he's the MVP. Obviously, Jaylen Brown is a very confident player, and he knows I'm not scoring 32 like Shea. I wasn't leading the league in scoring like Luka. I'm not the passer that Jokic is, and I'm not the defender that Wemby is. So then everyone's like, okay, well, how do you get to be the MVP? These are the avenues in which he builds his case. I like it. He's a critical thinker. He's thinking outside the box to make an argument for himself. I respect it. And
But
this is very consistent with the way that Jaylen Brown thinks.
But also he said probably not. So he did acknowledge he's not the MVP. But then But then he acknowledges his spirit is so large and so bountiful that like the spirit is so ever present, but he's not to the level that his spirit wins an MVP. So he's saying I have so much spirit, I should be like second or third.
Well, so the question is, we need there should have been a follow-up because he says analytically probably not.
Okay.
Is there a frame in which you think probably yes?
Spiritually, that is.
Yes. So do you think spiritually you are the MVP? That's the follow-up
You're
question.
hula hooping right now, just doing nothing.
That's the question. And so if you ask him that and then he says probably yes, cool. Now we know in what avenue you are the MVP.
And my follow-up question to that would be, okay, now give me your ballot of spiritual MVPs. Who becomes second, third, fourth, fifth spiritual MVPs? I could only imagine Wemby would be the second most spiritual MVP. Third, I guess Kyrie Irving, even though he didn't play this year.
What?
He has enough spirit to make up for it. Fourth,
It's very tough.
now it gets tough.
Very tough.
Harden.
Spiritually?
No,
Yeah.
he's spiritually?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I think even spiritually, Wemby might be 2.
Yeah.
He might be 2. So we've done a lot of hating over the last couple of weeks about getting your journalism major and your degree. I think what we just did in teaching people how to think critically and how to ask follow-up questions and dig deeper into topics, I think that's a prime example of why you should go get that degree. So you can ask the correct questions and deduce the actual answer that you want to do.
Yeah, figure out the spiritual MVP. That's why you get it for your degree.
Facts.
Adam Silver is reportedly enthusiastic about a new lottery reform proposal that would give the bottom 3 teams worse odds than teams ranked 4 through 10. So basically, if you're bottom 3, you have like a 10% odds. If you're 4 through 6 or even 4 through 10, you have like 12% of getting the top 4 pick. So it's a little bit higher. That would encourage teams at the end of the season that are shitters, like the Jazz this year. Instead of encouraging them to bench everybody for March, then they got to try to win. And the teams that are 4 and 5 got to try to win a little bit too to not fall into bottom 3. So you tank for a lot of the year, but at the end of the season, you have a reason to not be bottom of the barrel.
Not gonna lie, I think he kind of cooked.
I think this could work as far as making March more watchable because these shitty teams will have to try.
Yeah,
And now, like the last 2 weeks, if there's a tanking team, I'm like, why would I watch this right now? Like it's impossible the last 2 weeks to find 2 games a night that matter. This might help that. Now that gets to the point of like, damn, some of these teams just really suck and they're in the bottom 3 and they're hurt because of it. They're not even tanking; they just suck. Makes it harder for them to get out the mud.
Like
So,
the Kings.
yeah, like the Kings, like they're not. They kind of maybe they want to be good. The Pelicans want to be good, I promise. And now it's kind of hard to get out of that. So there's give and take. But how do we feel about this in general?
I think anytime I see Adam Silver is enthusiastic about something, I get nervous. At this point, I really don't trust his judgment on anything. And like there's so
Even on food, like imagine he's giving like food recs. He's
he
like,
could tell me the
I
sky.
love
He
this.
could tell me the sky is blue, and I'm like, okay, I guess he's wrong.
But are you sure?
No, he's got
I
numbers
don't-
on
I
your
don't-
brain,
I don't
man.
trust him at this
Who
point.
told you that? Twitter?
Every single thing that I've seen about tanking and about the draft lottery coming from an idea that Adam Silver has, it makes me so upset because there's such a clear answer of like, bro, just be the commissioner of the league and just find people. Like, you're trying to make 18 million rules to stop tanking. Meanwhile, you still like the lottery. You still like the incentivized. You're still gonna have a little TV program and have the draft lottery televised and sell ad spots on there because you think that is good for business. What's really good, right? What's actually here? I'm not with it.
Okay. Yeah, apparently they had their GM meeting and there's a lot of things going around. They're going to do something. That much is clear by all the reports and how people talk about what happened in those convos. There's going to be reform happening. They just are at the point where they cannot allow the tanking to be such a blight in the league.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it a lot, obviously. I don't enjoy the fact that they're going to make it harder for the shitty teams to get unshitty because they're going to like put on the onus on them and say, well, just draft better. And I think you have to have some... I think the NFL draft works for a reason because the worst teams get the best players and it promotes parity. But I do understand that the NBA has an issue right now of losing some fanfare. And I do think making the end of the season more watchable is important long term. So I've come around to I'm okay with them doing something as long as it's not outrageous.
I found the best solution that I saw on Twitter last week. I forgot who tweeted it out. They said everybody starts the season. You sell beer at $10.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh.
With every win, the price of beer goes up. With every loss, the price of beer goes down by like 20 cents. And so they were saying that like the Wizards at this point in the year, people will be paying like 17 cents or something for a beer.
And you can't allow that. That's meaningful gate revenue difference. That's a huge deal for teams on
It's
these
a
home
bunch
games.
of drunk people at DC, man.
Oh yeah, terrible,
But
terrible
also-
for the community.
But
So-
also, what if those games started at like 7 and beers are $17? It's packed out. It's packed out. If we have happy
We
hour,
outside. I
bro,
ain't gonna lie.
that's what I'm saying. If we have happy hour at the Capital One Arena, because we have 17-cent beers, come on now.
Tuesday night, Washington plays Utah. The streets are fucked up. Tuesday night in Washington D.C.
It's gonna be the
We
craziest.
outside.
Last things we're gonna do is some quick TikToks before we get out of here. First thing we're gonna do, I have this randomizer here. I have 350 players in here
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
much.
across modern NBA and all-time NBA. Who knows who we're gonna get?
I want to repeat.
We're gonna drop. If you get a repeat, that's outlandish. We're gonna get 3 players to protect us. 3 players that are trying to kill us.
Okay.
We have to see if we survive. We have to see if we survive.
What are we doing, man?
So the first 3
In
people we get,
2012? No.
the first 3 people we get are gonna be on our team to protect us. The next 3 are gonna be attacking us. We gotta decide if we survive or not.
Okay.
Okay.
First player up to protect us.
And
We
this
got-
is everybody at the peak of their power.
Yep. We got Kareem to protect us.
Yeah, 100%.
I like it.
And we
I'm
have a
with
karate wielding 7'2" demon.
Okay, I'm pretending that these guys are like my bodyguards.
Exactly. We're
do it.
starting off pretty goddamn safe.
it. Yeah, very
Okay.
thoughtful. I think I'm gonna like his strategy, his defense strategy as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah, and he's a genius. Correct.
I'm
Next
here
name
for
we
being
got-
with Bruce Lee.
Okay.
All right. Who's the you?
John
Yeah, let us
Stockton.
attack. I want to see you try to attack me.
No, he's on our team.
Are we doing hand-to-hand combat
Sure.
or?
Nobody brings weapons.
Oh, they okay. That sucks.
We got John Stockton.
I'm sure John Stockton's garage is like a showroom. I'm sure he's good.
Okay, fine. John can bring something in his garage, one item. Well, everybody one item.
Perfect. If you are 6'3" and under, you
get
get
an
one item.
Bro, that shit is a gold Fortnite chest box. Got a scar in there or something.
A scar.
Oh, we got Stockton, man. It's not a great point.
Damn.
Last player protect us. CJ McCollum.
Just throwing off strategy. See, they're
Oh man.
Kareem and John Stockton are going to be talking about strategy, and CJ is going to be like, "Well, not to play devil's advocate or anything, but do y'all think we should do this?" And it was like, "Oh
The
my
3 guys are gonna show up to attack
Oh,
us.
brother.
And CJ's gonna be like, guys, let's talk it out. Everybody stop.
What about a tax apron?
Stop. You're hurting him.
What's that man's problem, bro?"
All right, 3 names are attacking us. Let's see if we survive.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm letting y'all right now, we're dead.
Boogie. Oh,
dead.
God.
We're dead.
All right, so Boogie and Kareem, they can box in the corner. That's kind of, let's call that even.
I don't know, man.
That they'll duke it out. Come on.
I
On.
don't like this.
I don't like this at all. We're not safe. Battier?
Very neutral. He seems like a
Pacifist?
ray of sunshine. I don't know.
Pacifist?
Him and CJ are just in the corner having a meaningful debate.
He strikes no
Play
fear in my
chess.
heart. Literally.
Last name.
putting on suits, having a
We're
presidential
okay right
debate.
now. We're okay right now. KP.
Oh, we're good.
Oh, yeah. We're
He's not even gonna be there. We're straight.
He's not showing up.
Yeah. He's gonna have a tummy ache or something. We're good. I ain't worried about him at all. We're straight over here.
Honestly, and he's too long. Isn't there a video of him getting beat up in like Lithuania?
He
I mean,
got, he got jumped. He got
Yeah,
jumped.
there was like he had like a busted
John
eyebrow or something
Stockton
like
got
that.
him.
Yeah.
John Stockton.
He's not
got
safe
him.
at home.
John Stockton. got
Definitely
him.
not safe around us.
John Stockton go home court advantage. We got him.
No, man, that's funny.
I think we survived this.
I think
Maybe.
Now we have an extreme size disadvantage. KP's gigantic.
But then also we have like extreme circumstances. Shane Battier and KP.
But remember, John Stockton has a gun.
True. We straight.
I think we might be okay.
We straight over here.
Bro, he got like bazookas.
He's got harpoons.
Yeah.
He's like a Tropic Thunder character dressed to the 9 in jungle gear. He has an F-16.
He got kill streaks, dog.
He does have the Thule on him. So we might be okay.
Oh my
We
god.
might be all right.
Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try our hand again in a team-based draft where we all draft together.
Oh my god.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
This time we're building a player. We're gonna pull random teams. We're gonna see if we can build a point guard better than Cade Cunningham. That's the bar we have to clear.
Okay.
Better than Cade. Body, IQ, 3-point shot, mid-range shot, rim scoring, defense, and passing.
And we're using other point guards from these teams.
Yes, from current day teams. Today's rosters.
Don't be tough.
Can we build a player better than Cade?
All
So,
right.
we don't got to build best in the world. We got to build a top 10 player.
All right.
Only point guards. No cheating on positions. So, first team up. Who do we got?
Please.
Okay.
Pelicans.
Fuck. Okay.
Fears and DeJounte. Ooh.
Zion body.
DeJounte body isn't
Zion
too bad.
body.
Zion body.
I think DeJounte's moving really well.
Lengthy.
We can go body. Yeah, outside I'm worried about size. We could do that.
Yeah, I guess we could have a better.
Yeah.
Or we punt mid-range. He's a good mid-range
Yeah,
shooter.
that's his bag.
I'd rather have somebody a little bit stronger than
Okay.
than DeJounte.
DeJounte
Okay.
mid-range then.
So
DeJounte-
midi? Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
we can live with DeJounte mid-range.
I loved it.
Next team.
I don't
Please
love
don't give
it,
me a
but-
tanker. Please don't give me a tanker.
Do it.
Sacramento
The
Kings.
tanker.
Fuck.
Passing. Okay, so it's Russ.
I think Russ body might be the way to go.
He's still athletic.
Oh, Russ passing, obviously. What the fuck?
Body or passing?
The passing IQ is never going to leave him. He can't quite move the same anymore to like open up those passing lanes. If we have a better person to create blow by people these days, I think we can live with Russ passing.
Bunch of just drop off.
I don't know, but no one's calling him one of the best passers. I kind of want to reserve.
He's not one of the
this
best
spot.
passers anymore because the body's not the same. He can't get by people and create those open looks as much.
Prime Westbrook though.
You know what? You make a good point because Russ passing with someone else's IQ, that's Jokic.
Yeah, Russ passing. Let's do it.
That's really been the story of Russ's career.
Yeah.
Where like everybo's watched everything that he's done. It's like if we just had another brain in there.
so rude.
It is rude, and I do feel very bad. And at this point now, I'm scared that Russ is going to see this and run up.
Orlando Magic.
Ooh,
Gonna be like that one.
Jalen Suggs. Jalen
defense,
Suggs.
100%.
Yeah,
Jalen
Suggs
Suggs
defense.
defense, easy.
Yeah, Suggs defense.
All right, I think we're on track right now.
Okay. So far, no misses. Everything's good.
I need something.
Lakers.
Ooh, there we go.
Luka 3-point. Luka IQ.
I would say I well,
Listen.
actually no. I would go 3-point. The ability to create it off the dribble.
Yeah.
is
We're
very,
eating over
very-
here.
It's very, very good.
Wait, are we overthinking Braun body? Am I?
These are point guards.
Yeah,
Oh.
Bron's on the
And even then, Bron's body isn't like peak
Yeah, he's
anymore.
41.
Yeah, he's 41.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, so Luka if you want difficult off the dribble threes, or IQ if you want a genius.
Now, Russ passing with Luka IQ.
Shit's just Luka.
Can we find better
kinda
3-point
crazy.
shooters? Can we find better 3-point shooters than Luka right now?
We can find a good 3-point shooter that maybe the gap isn't so big.
But I'm thinking about off the dribble threes.
Let's go IQ.
Yeah, Luka IQ is a good
Yeah.
pick. There's other good shooters out there. If we get Emmanuel quickly shooting, like it's fine.
All
Next
right,
one.
I can live with that.
We need a body.
Body.
Respin.
No two teams. Either I feel like we should do two teams. It'd be funny. Houston Rockets. Who are is Amen Thompson a point guard?
Ah, fuck.
Because
Yeah.
Fred VanVleet's gone. Is Amen point guard this year?
Yes, he is.
Is that-
we're taking him in body?
I don't know if it's fair or not, but I'm taking Amen's body.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, is that or we take Fred VanVleet who's not playing right now?
He's not. I meant starting now, so it's like but he started out the season as a point guard, so I think we can get away with it. That should be fair.
Because Reece Shepard the point guard? Reece Shepard threes?
We could do that, but I'm fine with a man though. I'm fine with a man.
What's more in the spirit? What's fair? Is Amen a point guard?
What's he listed as?
I'm gonna
on
go with the
Basketball
Rockets
Reference?
depth chart on ESPN.com. That'll be our deciding factor. If Amen is listed at point guard, I'm taking him. Amen is listed at point guard. Reece Shepard at shooting guard.
Perfect.
And yeah,
Yep.
I don't think Amen's a shooting guard at all. So
Yeah, on Basketball Reference, he's a point
For
guard
sure.
too. So we move.
For sure not.
half the name doesn't fit.
Perfect.
Amen body. Oh, we cleared Kate already. I
What
don't care
type
who
of
we get.
shooter or rim finisher are we getting, man?
We're already a god.
I mean, he kind of. I need to see.
Brooklyn Nets. Fuck. I
Fuck
spoke too
us! I
soon.
told you.
God.
Now this is the worst. Yegor Demon.
Yeah, Yegor shooting. I guess we'll live.
Yeah.
And we will, bro.
If Amen could shoot like Yegor Demon, he would be all NBA.
That's all he does.
That's such a crazy sentence to put together.
All he does is shoot threes. Yegor
Listen,
Demon.
low-key though,
I hate this, man. Fuck.
I don't hate it. We'll live. If we get a good rim finisher, we will live. Because if we had a great shooter, we'd have just God. We can still put Braun. Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, Ryan Rollins isn't known for his rim finishing, but
Ryan
you
Rollins.
can't be great at absolutely everything.
he's
You
not a
can't-
bad
you-
rim
You
finisher.
can't be the perfect player.
Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas is
Cam
unemployed.
Thomas is not on this.
Nor a
roster
point guard.
anymore. Yeah.
But also, I reiterate,
Damn sure not a point.
I reiterate, unemployed. Ryan Rollins shoots 64% at the rim. That is good enough. We are still better than Cade Cunningham.
Let's go.
Is this better than Cade?
Hell yeah, we got a men's
Better
body
body.
with shooting and elite passing. Luka's IQ.
I think Cade's a better shooter.
We clear the fuck out of Cade, man. Look, we have a men's body with skill, with shooting.
A men's body sets it apart alone.
It's hard to lose in a men's body.
What
I'm not
also
gonna lie.
sucks defense is dumb.
That's crazy.
It's hard to lose when you got a men's body. You got the best body in the NBA.
Body crazy, curvy waist.
Facts.
All right.
Got that body yaddy yaddy. Okay.
All right.
Literally.
Okay.
All right, man. Nice.
You don't like that one?
Nah, it's cool.
No,
It's
okay,
cool.
okay.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's calm.
It's funny.
Very
I think
calm.
it was compy.
Very comfy.
Very compy.
Sound like a parrot. Very copy. Very copy.
Oh, I would hate to have a parrot. God, it'd be so annoying.
Well, that's a very real thing that you can prevent. You can stop by a parrot. You'll be all right.
It does not say nonsense.
Yeah.
You saying crazy shit all the time.
Yeah, that's the
You would
problem.
hear yourself. It would
Nonsense is
expose
gonna
you.
be
You got a
said.
parrot. Kinky. Kinky. Performative. Performative.
That actually would be hella annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
got to be like a bottom 5 pet to have.
Yeah, you don't even need to say anything cancel worthy. Just repeating everything you say. Come on, dog.
I fucking hate that, man.
And that's the end of this episode. Goodbye.